You already know what it is. In 3.
You can hear the sound of my voice. You are listening to His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple holding real-life conversation with real-life friends. Back in the building at Flow Ohio Studios, the house that Surgeon Alfie built. I am your co-host, Solomon Davis, the one-man army, along with...
The culture queen, Shannon Royal Davis.
A year older culture queen.
Absolutely. It's a little mature.
A little more mature.
Yeah, that's it. I'm still petty.
Still
so
petty.
Just a little mature.
Things you used to do all night, take you all night to do.
Yeah, pretty much. I got to warm up, get yourself going. Yeah.
We're joined, as always, by the main man, Alfie Santana.
Yep.
Behind the ones and twos, the Surgeon General.
Yeah.
In the building today, we got Church Sinatra, Rob Thomas.
Absolutely.
And Jason Williams. What's going on, bro?
Not much. How y'all doing?
We back in the building. So, what's going on this week?
As you know, I opened up the week on the birthday mode. I purposefully didn't really want to do anything, just wanted to chill, just relax. I did it, like my birthday fell on a weekday, so everybody's at work and school. You take the day off and you just kind of chill, unplug, unwind, just kind of regroup for myself. So it was really good. I had a good week.
That's what's up.
How about you?
A bit under the weather this week. Did something uncharacteristic and missed 2 days of work with a little bit of a flu bug.
And the building was still standing when you got back?
Standing.
Oh, wow.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
They don't need me that badly. They moved without
I already told you.
But I'm feeling better back in the seat again, doing what I need to do.
You sure it was that flu?
Yeah. It was
He
the
think it
flu.
was a slight flu bug. They got tested. It wasn't COVID and it wasn't the flu. They think it's just a change in the weather. And so people, right now, whenever you cough wrong, you going to get checked because you just don't really know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those are like a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Monday is just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
2 hours.
I mean, usually I battle through stuff like that, but it hit me. It was like, damn.
He was acting like a baby the first day. I was like, see, we're not going to do this. Because when he gets sick, and I tell them all the time, it's just one me. So everybody's like, hey, mommy, mom, can you such and such, Shannon? Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm going to be like, I let him stay chilled up,
Hold
locked
on.
up in the
I asked
room.
you to do what? What did I ask
When
you
you
to do?
was like, can you see if, man, I'm really sweating. Yeah, I see you sweating. Come over here, can you check? So that's his way of like, hey, I may have a fever. Can you check? So I put my hand on his head. Nah, no fever. All right. There's a thermometer in the bathroom. You can do that, right? But you rather for me to check you.
It's way better if you do it.
I hate to see men sick. Y'all are wimps.
See, I had the same problem, right?
Y'all wimps.
I'm sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And my mother feels like, they say I'm extra. You know what
Y'all,
I'm saying?
I'm vouching for your mama and every woman out here. Men
Listen,
are horrible when y'all are sick.
They
We
didn't
ain't
know.
extra when we digging in our pockets, right?
Right.
Oh
They didn't know,
gosh.
like, I'm over there Christmas time. They didn't know, I'm really suffering. But, I think it's just a cold. So my sister like, oh, you so extra.
Mm-hmm.
You so extra. Come to find out, it's the
You was really
Marion. I'm up here, touching stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow. But y'all said I was so extra. So, yes, we
It
are.
is. No.
We want y'all to
Pay attention.
No,
attention
pause.
to detail.
When we're sick, so I'll take for example when I was sick and Royal was feeling fine.
Hold
Solomon
on
was in a
for
different
one
room.
second. No,
Go
serious.
ahead.
Hold on for 1 second. Because we do have our NFL picks before this game kicks off at 4:30. I need to go around the table and get picks real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just on this one game.
Okay,
Oh,
one game.
okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
you're right. Go ahead.
4:30, Las Vegas Raiders at Cincinnati Bengals. First playoff game of the year.
Cincinnati.
Oh wow.
I'm going
I'm rolling with Cincy as well.
Yeah, it must be unanimous because I can't. To me, I think the Raiders always play it so close. Now, if it go into overtime, I put my money on the Raiders. But right now, just the first 4 quarters. Cincinnati it is.
Because on that foot.
Well, let's talk about, since you mentioned overtime.
Wait,
We're gonna go back to that. Tell me, man, you weren't disappointed.
I was so mad.
They should have fired the Chargers coach on the spot.
Yeah. Why would you call timeout? Why?
He's talking about, we needed to get our best run defense on the field.
Man, they was
stop,
stopping the run
There was
already,
no
and
way
they
you could
weren't
win the
even being
division.
extra
You couldn't win the
aggressive.
division. You just tried to get into the playoffs. So you take the tie. And then the sad part about it, I saw the video, I think it was Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, when the players got on the field to shake hands with each other. And Austin Eckler asked one of the Raiders players, hey, man, y'all was going to take a knee and let the clock run out? And he was like, yeah.
Everybody was in on it.
Hurt.
Anyways, we'll talk about that in the last segment.
Dang.
As we were talking about you guys with this sickness. So, as I said, as a mom, we never get time off. Like, if I'm sick, Solomon may do, he does step in, don't get me wrong. But he don't stop that baby from coming in there, Mom, can you do this? Can you do that? I forced myself, even when I was sick, I would force myself to get up to make sure I got her ready for school or whatever the case may be, and he can run off if I'm sick. Now, he's sick. He in that bed. Oh, no, I ain't going to be able to such and such. First day, he did take her to school because he told me at the last minute that he really was not feeling well. And I was like, okay, cool. So that gave him time to just sleep in and kind of do his own thing or whatever and sweat out his cold. I hear him. Here you go. Here goes some orange juice. Oh, I think I need such and such.
Hold on, I brought my own orange juice back the first day. Come on.
I think I need this. So that night I went to the grocery store. We
gonna
stocked
change your
up.
nickname
We got
from
everything.
Culture Queen to Drama Queen.
Then I'm married to the drama king himself because that's what it felt like while you were sick.
Ooh.
But y'all men do tend to overdo it
We need
when
it.
they're sick. What do you need?
We need that attention.
Oh
we
my
need
goodness!
to know that y'all. Do you know them vials say sickness and health?
Right.
We want to know if
Shame repeat.
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
real.
look. I did let them say
You know
that,
what
but
I'm
that
saying?
wasn't what I repeated. But
You
okay,
ain't repeat it. So you omitted. That
right. I
part
said
of
it said it's sickness and health, and in health, and in good health, and
in
better
and in
health.
good health,
Yes, and
and
in good
better.
health. Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
come on, man.
So anyway,
So what you got going on for the week?
so we're gonna jump in some topics right now. Just in the culture. So let's start off with y'all boy Drake. He gets the Instagram model.
Go.
Just calling out, just some random.
What do you do?
He gonna meet up with her at the hotel, and he smashed. And when he left, he put some hot sauce in his condom. So she wants to sue him. She's thinking about suing him for putting the hot sauce in his condom.
Can't.
What are your thoughts?
He was,
Amen.
Shout out to Drake.
he was trying to get them endorsements. I put that shit on everything.
I was just gonna say that.
No. So for
You put
me,
hot sauce in it.
yeah, he put that
All right.
on everything.
Eh,
So she was trying to be slick.
She was. So I think we're living in a culture of these women are trying to catch a come up any way they can. But for me, I think that was a smart move by Drake.
Yes,
Don't get me
sir.
wrong. By
Yes, it
Drake,
was.
that was a smart move. I'm not mad at him
Drake's
for
red
that.
hot.
But
Drake's red hot, baby.
but the part that gets me is the fact that that it's just these randoms. You just call up. This is what you're doing. You already know what it is. Why not take it with you? Wrap it, tie a knot in it, put it in your pocket, whatever. Napkin, paper towel. What
It's
happened?
going with me.
Why would you leave it anyway?
I'll wrap it in toilet paper and flush it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's number
I mean,
one.
But you never
that's
know, man. She
normal.
might bring a wrench.
Oh my god! But it would be
Or-
it would be contaminated at that point. Like it's nothing she could do with it.
If I'm him, and my boy's still working now, anyway.
Your boy's
But-
still working out. Oh, here you go.
Now
Here you
that's a whole
go.
different thing for me because
Okay.
I done got taken care of. But
Okay.
if I was him, I would tie that thing up, put it in my pocket, wrap it up as a toilet tissue, and roll out with. Hey, it was nice. Thank you for the booty. It was quite
Thank you
pleasant.
for the booty.
You know what I mean?
But I must go
But
now.
I must be. I bid you adieu. You know what I'm saying? And take. And she go trying to scramble through the trash, trying to see where it's at.
That's-
It's with
I
me.
guess for
you
me-
take your kids with you. Hey, come on.
Don't leave your kids
Your
anywhere.
Don't leave your kids
Oh
everywhere.
my
You got to take care of your kids before they come. They get this human form.
So, but for me, I even think along the lines. Like I think women now, they're a lot like in this other generation. They're trying. This is their come up. A baby is a come up for them.
Yeah.
And I don't think men always think with the right head
No.
at times. So
So if
she
it's
was
known
catching
now
a
that
slut.
he hooked up with this Instagram chick, I mean, is the relationship over with old boy's mom?
I'm assuming it is because Drake went on and posted, like, I think that was just a date. I think he was trying to really court her. I don't know if it was serious with her that he rented out a stadium. Like, he got that kind of money. Those are the kind of impressive dates
That's
he
a
do.
date
That's
Drake
a
does.
drop in the
Date.
pocket. Yeah, that's a date.
A stadium.
He
Yeah.
been stadium
Dodger
Yeah.
Stadium.
Dodger Stadium.
for a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
But-
sitting right in front
okay,
of the
so-
dugout.
I, as a single man, I just can't compete.
That's you have to date in your wage,
Yes.
okay? Date
Yeah.
your wage. Like
Yeah.
on them days,
I
that's
can't
how you
compete.
have to treat it. Date your wage in
We're
that
gonna
regard.
talk. We're gonna meet up, see if we.
Hey, but if you
feel
need to
good.
do something like that, my man got somebody who can hook something up like that for
Yeah.
you. She specializes in stuff like that, so
You got somebody?
It ain't free, but it ain't on the scale
Ain't
of
gonna be free,
Drake.
but you know, it's nice. Something I'm looking at and getting involved in. So
Okay, all right. Well, we'll talk offline.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I ain't trying to rent out Dodger Stadium. Maybe
Nah.
maybe a picnic table at Roulette Park.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God. Y'all are awful. But I'm saying, if y'all know this is what women are doing nowadays, like what kind of extra precaution are guys taking? Like, is that the best route? So all y'all should be carrying y'all little hot sauce when you go to the little.
We all got that bag in the drawer somewhere with all the hot sauce and the
So you just gonna take it
condiments.
with you?
Yeah.
All the
Take
hot
it with
sauce
you.
just got
Tap
from the
that in.
Chinese
Yeah.
That stuff should
Soy,
kill anything.
soy sauce.
That duck sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know if duck sauce make you do anything. But I'm assuming anything that has like, especially with the hot sauce, it has like a vinegar base or something like that. Like I think it'll mess it up anyway. So
Yeah.
that was that.
Worst case scenario, go to Wawa. They got free hot sauce too.
Wawa is
Y'all
the
are
spot.
sick.
Right down the street too.
So moving on to from one of Drake's number one fans is in his feelings deep, real bad right now. Now let's talk about Ye. He got a whole new song out there, and he said God saved him from that car accident just so he could beat Pete Davidson's ass.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Don't tell me the brother is. He wanna fight
Is
Pete?
he? Yeah, he's in his feelings, really.
I think he been
Really is.
a long time.
I mean, well, y'all see the company he's keeping over the last week.
Yeah, he been hanging with Antonio
He been
Brown.
hanging with
so
AB lately,
Two
so-
crazy people.
That's no narcissistic people. Two
But-
narcissists.
As usual, when you go back and look at what's happened in the past, when he does crazy stuff like this, it's
album's
always something happened.
The album's coming.
So not an album, but he's got the documentary on Netflix coming
Oh
out.
yeah.
So you think
That's
that
gonna
this
be
is
good.
all the hype around the
Just
documentary?
promoting the documentary.
I think, but then again,
I'll say 50.
go ahead.
I'll say 50.
Okay, so why you say
we
50?
see that a lot of times in the industry where they'll definitely try to hype up a certain movie or music, whatever it may be, just to get the attention on them. And then next thing you know, a week later, boom, it dropped.
Right.
So I think it's 50-50 because I think sometimes there may be some serious issues
No,
or
it ain't
problems.
no Ain't no maybe.
But
But think about it, this song
He got
is gonna
serious
live on forever, like out there. So you're having these emotional, like for me, he does have mental issues, which is known, and I'm not picking on him for that. But I think he's not even processing the fact that his wife really is moving on,
Yeah, she gone.
and he really think he wants that she really still want him. He wants his family together, but she does not. That's not what she wants.
Isn't their divorce final?
No,
I don't think
Not
so.
it's
yet.
not final.
what happened to the?
He live across the street
Right,
from
I'm about to
her.
say, did he buy the
Now
house?
that's the creepiest crap.
That's
ever.
what was kind of weird to me. I'm like, you gonna buy a house
Right across the street. So now you gonna
What I
why,
say?
you cop blocking from across the street?
I don't want nothing like
trying to
that.
figure out.
I don't want nothing that good. Make me move across the
But
street.
what is it? What is it that's that good though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know what Kim doing in the
I don't know
bedroom.
what
That's,
she doing.
that's
I
Ray
seen her
J.
video.
that
It was
video-
whack.
that video
That
was
video
whack,
was
huh?
whack. So stop.
She got something.
So she must have learned something.
Yeah,
over
she
here.
done bought a lot of stumps. But all I'm getting at, my point is this: at what point does it become like you have to be an adult about things, be able to move on? Every time he break up with an ex, you gonna hear about him in the song. He talked about old girl, what's her name? Amber Rose.
yeah.
You talked about her like a dog in the song. Only person he didn't dog out really was the
first
Delta, the
chick.
The
chick
Delta,
who
the
was in
first
college.
girl.
Yeah. So he really can't say nothing, and she's living her life in peace and whatever she's doing, whatever. But he always makes these drastic decisions, and like just based off raw emotion.
With Kim, I believe, like it has always been said that he was obsessed with her, even when he was with Amber Rose.
Mm-hmm.
That he always watched the tape.
Right.
and he was like always into her. So, me personally, I don't think I could just look at that tape and be, still like, I want her. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But look, something about the Kardashians have magic over there. They look
That's
like
that-
the
that's that
magical
mayonnaise.
unicorns over there or something. Because you look at, for example, for me, I'm not a Kardashian fan like that, but I can't knock whatever they have going on because people love them, and for whatever reason, and that's fine. I like what Kim does from a legal standpoint, whatever the case may be, and whatever pushed her to harness that energy to fight for, injustice and stuff like that. So I don't have anything in that regard to say about it, but I do think a bit of it is like, it's like a bit of nostalgia for black men when they see them. To me, it's how they look at them, and it's like, oh wow, look at them, their hair's so silky. Like, this is the first chicks y'all done seen. That's how they act. You have James Harden who done been with Khloe Kardashian. You had it's been a whole tribe of black men that have gone over there to them Kardashians.
Have you ever thought maybe it's just
Word of mouth.
word of mouth? It's easy to obtain, and it's name worthy. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I hit a Kardashian.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
your stock kind of went up on that one.
I don't know. Is the stock really going up on it?
At this point, probably not.
I'm
stock ain't
really
going
asking.
up
Like,
now.
when you get to Pete Davidson, he just like me. We on the same level. I feel like he just got a broader audience.
You got Pete Davidson money?
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you go to Pete Davidson at this point, like, she's trying to move away from whatever wasn't working from her before, just
Right.
trying to move in a different direction. Like, she's just trying to move a little differently. She didn't apparently, now they're done with their show, so now she's trying to move on. Like, she picked somebody else, in a different. He's in entertainment, but it's not in the same level. He doesn't garner the same type of attention that a Kanye requires, or that she also used to require as
I
much.
wouldn't have, honestly, if looking at their history, I wouldn't have said that she would choose him
Right.
based upon who they
She
go
had been-
after.
right.
He kind of like, for me, is like, okay, what the hell, him?
That was his come up. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I mean,
his
but
come up
I'm
type.
like, if I'm Kanye, yeah, I feel away. Like, damn, how you go from
You gonna
me
lead me to that?
to this? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll have a problem about that. Like, you need to explain.
And then Kanye
this
girl
shit
went
to
on
me.
the radio, went on and said that she's a big fan of Kim. So
But she's also
Yeah.
Pete Davidson's ex.
yeah,
Julia
but
Fox?
that means, but all
That's
I'm
Pete
saying is
Davidson's
that
ex.
Kanye went after her.
So,
Kanye sought her.
this whole thing weird as hell.
I mean, but the person that's making it weird,
Him.
right? Is Kanye.
Why would I go?
Sign
Okay,
it,
I'm gonna go
sign
find
homeboy.
you. So how me and you, we boys.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no name, but I'll just say an initial. Why would I go with the L?
Yeah.
And you go with an L for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that happen? That don't make sense. If I'm just trying to get back at you,
I got you.
so I don't understand.
Gotcha. I don't know who L is, but we'll talk about her later. But anyway,
It's
Long
high
time
school.
ago.
yeah, we still like to dabble back there. I like to figure out. I like to figure out what was.
I don't
your-
want to see. I don't want to be sued by anybody.
Solomon usually don't care. He usually say their names, but he gonna.
Oh, I
respect their
would
privacy.
too, but
Nah.
We respect the Nay piece.
yeah.
Okay.
What they got going on right
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, we ain't gonna knock that. No, but for me, I just think that at some point he has to figure out how to move on and be amicable about that. He really need to be seeing a therapist and not somebody just handing him out some medication. Like, he really does, because he's so drastic. Like, the things that he
Man,
does
the
is so
therapist
drastic to me.
Losing his mind.
Like, now he wants to go over to Russia. He's supposed to be talking to him about having Sunday service there. So, I
Man,
mean,
this dude gonna be in one of them Siberian prisons,
look,
surrounded by tigers and shit.
look.
Yeah,
That's, but that is.
in Siberia, cold. You know?
Look, but I don't get it for him. Like, for me, I'm still lost at that point with him. I don't know. Like, at when is enough? Like, it's eventually the limelight is gonna take him down by himself.
Somebody said he was in a fight last night.
He was. Kanye
What?
was. Yeah, some man trying to sue him. I think. I don't know if it was was it last night, friend?
It was like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, but the man said he not the man that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, nah,
I thought he knocked. That's what they said. He knocked the man
Nah,
out.
if anybody hits me that's got $1 billion, you knock
But-
me out.
Yeah.
But time out. So
getting
what
paid.
it was.
You broke my neck, my back.
So what they were saying was that the man was walking up to him with his hand in his pocket. He's like, "Take your hands out your pocket, man." Like, and I can understand that. So for him getting like, he just has a lot of behavioral things going on to me. I can
That's 'cause
understand
he's from
if
the
you
shy.
out.
He knows
I
what
get
it is.
I get that. However.
Yeah.
Somebody walk up on him. He tell the man take his hand out of his pocket. The man ain't take his hand out of his pocket. And apparently
got
he
dropped.
punched him and knocked him out.
You ain't gotta have
And you
security.
can hear him. Yes.
So what does that
that's what I
say?
agree.
So that's out in the media now. You know what's gonna happen?
What?
I bet you Pete won't walk up on him.
Nope.
Man,
Pete ain't gonna
but
want-
Pete don't got
Pete
to.
don't want
Because let me
smoke.
tell
Pete
you,
don't want that smoke.
But why is Pete wanting to walk up on him? He want to walk
just
up
saying.
on Pete. He putting threats out there on Pete. Pete ain't worried about it because Pete like, "Bitch, I'm banging your wife.
yeah.
Like, what is
I'm
you?
straight.
Yeah, I mean, that,
I'm good.
that-
I'm
that-
playing
don't worry about
stepdaddy
nothing.
over here. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm
You don't
playing
even
with
know when your children's
Northwest,
birthday
East,
party
South.
gonna be.
Middle East, all of them. I'm playing with all of you kids.
Yeah.
Middle East.
You know what I'm saying?
And did.
Hey,
But yeah.
hey, that gotta hurt that brother though. I feel bad for him.
Does it hurt because
Music sucked.
it's the
Music
Your
ego?
wife
sucked.
left you.
That last
Yeah,
album,
man, that last
Donda,
album was the most
he shouldn't
garbage
even put
al-
his mama
Yeah,
name on that.
total
I'm mad.
disrespect.
Listen, man, that man was going through some grieving.
Bro, he been going through grieving since 808s and Heartbreak.
No,
That's when it took this
You
hard
think so?
left
My
turn.
bad.
808s and Heartbreak. He was right
You
there.
didn't like my Twisted Dark Fantasy?
No.
Oh, Ron said that with some disdain.
No.
Didn't he? You see his
All-
face.
my Twisted Dark Fantasy was to meet all. What's my man name for Chicago?
Chance.
Chance.
Chance the Ra- yeah.
It should have been a Chance album. Because when I listened to Chance album, that's all I heard.
Because Chance was imitating him.
Well, listen. Chance did him better than he did him.
Oh, wow.
No,
So-
my Twisted Dark Fantasy. Follow that with The Life of Pablo.
I'm thinking about
I'm
Life
just,
of Pablo.
I'm
Life
really
of Pablo
just
was
liking
good.
Sunday service
Life of Pablo.
right now.
But I didn't like my Twisted Dark Fantasy. All that bullshit he coming. Nah, man, get the hell out of here. Me and Kanye fell out after late registration.
Ooh. That was about the same time. Yeah, I kind of stopped. But
808s and
he
Heartbreak,
does
you was
have
like-
some
It awaits
songs.
and Heartbreaks is where he
That was-
started to go
yeah,
off.
he was
but I
going-
thought he pulled it back with my Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Nah, man, he
What
ain't
song my
rapping.
Twisted Dark Fantasy song?
That's what he did with Monster.
Okay. What's the song you be playing?
Which one? I
When
mean,
I'm a
I go through the
genius
whole.
or whatever.
Eugenia
Let's have a
said,
toast.
Yeah, okay.
Eugenia said
Yeah.
again, we petty with the Be That comment.
Oh, because I said he don't even know when his children's birthday party.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that is he's child Chicago. Like that was recently on like the Shade
No, wait,
Room.
that's a kid in
He was
Chicago?
mad. His child name is Chicago. That Kim
Lord.
won't tell him where that
East,
party
West,
at.
Chicago.
So Pete over there having a good time at the birthday
East,
party.
West. I mean, north,
Yeah,
northwest,
north. Yeah,
northwest Chicago, and
yeah. Because that's how far out it is. So let's move on to the other sister. You got Tristan Thompson over here with a third baby.
on you.
Yeah, he done had two. Yeah, her baby was a second.
Hey, listen, man.
He is. He on a, I think he was in Boston last
think
I
it's
checked.
no,
or
it's
where he at?
Sacramento.
Okay, Sacramento.
Sacramento.
He was in
I
Boston
saw him
last
sitting on the
season.
bench.
Hey,
Yeah.
so here, this what I don't understand. Tristan Thompson is only relevant because of him being with her.
Yep.
He sit on
And
the
kissing
bench, right?
Jordan,
Now he is.
Now he is.
Kiss Jordan. Who? Jordan.
their family friend who they kicked out the circle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
And
So,
she dated
with all
Big
that-
Cat. Ah,
Which is yeah.
That's a
Carl
come up
Anthony
for her. Though.
Townsend.
I don't know none of these.
Yeah.
He played for the Timberwolves.
But so after the whole Tristan Thompson thing, Lamar Odom comes out and says he just wants to give Chloe a hug because
He was
nobody
high.
should be should be that much of an idiot to have another baby on her.
He was high as hell.
He said
Lamar wants her
Lamar
back.
want his
Lamar
his
want
woman
Chloe
back.
back.
Only reason why
Hey,
Chloe left.
That's what I'm
because
saying. That
Here-
Kardashian thing got to be
here-
kind of good.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
OJ.
That snapback.
OJ. Yep.
Hey, I've always felt, just on the outside looking in, that Chloe actually really did love
Look, Lamar, she did.
She really did love
He
him.
just had drug problems, and that was something that will tear anybody up. Like I ain't trying to help you. Like if I'm helping you and you still going back to the powder, I got a problem.
I think what messed him up was they kept pressuring him to get his teeth done, and he didn't
I
never
don't
get.
know.
It was. I used to watch the show, so
Yeah,
you know,
I
a lot of
fell out.
times
you
you
just
don't
lost
want to
some
go.
points there, dog.
Yeah, I know. You
You would have
don't
watched
wanna,
it if Kanye was. They kept capturing
Hey,
him.
Nah,
you
that's
know
all
why
right.
I watched it? I watched it because I wanted to see how that Lamar Odom thing played out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
That's
he
why
ended
I
up in
watched
the
it.
brothel almost
I think
dead.
because they had already
But,
had
yeah,
the
he-
show before
he
he
was-
got on there, and I started watching. I want to say
And he went to the
at
brothel.
same
That really
time.
had me tripping. You know, back then Bobby Brown and Whitney was going crazy, all that
Oh,
stuff.
God.
So yeah, that was the greatest reality show ever made.
No love in
Excuse
hip
me.
hop.
Nah.
Yeah,
Being
sure.
Bobby Brown was the
Being
greatest
Bobby.
reality. Trust me, it's the
Oh, my
greatest
God.
reality show ever made.
I think reality shows is a big waste of time.
Now,
Absolutely.
So let me just. I'm gonna stay in this entertainment realm because y'all are hilarious. with it. So the chick Brittany, who had the baby from the Charlotte player, whatever his name is,
Oh,
and
that
yeah.
set him
Brittany
up.
Renner?
T.J.
Yeah.
Williams.
I know Brittany Renner is getting called, calls to speak at groups, different men athletic programs and
So
stuff
it's like
that.
this. No, you want to know why that is?
Go ahead.
Think about this. What's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where he was counterfeiting the money?
Okay. I
Catch
know
Me
it's-
If You Can.
Mhm.
What did he do after that? He went to
started-
work for the FBI.
the FBI, right.
Because if you were able to beat us that long, now we want you on our team.
But it's not
So if you were
necessarily-
able to trick a player, now we want you to teach our players what to watch out for.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. But do you think it's still going to help?
Nope.
No.
yeah,
Why? Because y'all don't. I
It'll-
mean,
it'll help-
men
it'll
don't
help
pay
one-
attention. My bad.
it'll help.
No,
It'll
they
help
gonna
one
learn.
person.
Nah.
Got you.
It'll
Drake
help one young
Drake is
man.
gonna teach him how to do it.
Yeah.
So Drake
sauce.
Drake just gave them the
Yes,
secret.
sir.
the
Secret sauce.
Keep hot sauce on you.
But why do you?
Hey, was it a coincidence that they just came out with that Taco Bell commercial where old boy mixed the hot sauce in the cheddar cheese?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, that was no coincidence.
that don't even sound good.
I just said.
Oh,
You
whatever.
saw it.
It didn't look good. But
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be
for
one
it. Like, so why do you feel like it's important to have somebody come to speak to? Like, why can't other men talk to other men that way? You got to hear it from a woman.
I think it,
Think
it-
about this.
yeah.
I mean, you had a brother-in-law that played in the NFL. Think about these rookie symposiums and what have you. They have men talking to them all the time, and what happens?
In one ear,
Same
yeah.
thing.
So y'all don't know how to speak to each other and counsel each other through stuff, like to be proactive instead of
But
reactive.
wait.
Go
Time
ahead.
out.
Yeah.
But see,
You're
that's
the nephew.
that's no. It's
Come
just
for me.
in general though. That's not the culture growing up. We're not taught to. Oh, we're gonna have this conversation. We're gonna speak about everything growing up. In my experience is always combative. It's always who's this, who's the best. So when it comes down to real counseling and having that conversation, most men ain't willing to
don't
do that.
exist.
You gotta put your pride to the side. Most men ain't trying to do that. So that's where we get in those situations where it was like, in that case with her, yeah, bring her in, and everybody now want to pay attention now. But it's the same conversation that has been happening. Is just now you have a different voice in front of it.
Okay. So y'all need a pretty face. So
I
we need to y'all need a
I
pretty
wouldn't say
face to
that.
tell
I
y'all that
wouldn't say-
AIDS is
I wouldn't
real.
necessarily
or
say it had to be a pretty
babies
face,
are for real.
but it's just like I said. In general, that we're not taught to do that. In general, like just communicating those type of issues, we're not taught about. Because normally it's about, well, man, who got this girl? Who's the baddest? Who got the baddest? Nobody ain't trying to talk about real issues and try to move forward. Everybody's still on playing games and stuff.
And see, I think that's where women are ahead of guys. That's why we be ahead of the curve, because we do sit down and have these type of conversations with each other, and we do like share little nuggets or whatever. And we are a lot of times, most of us can be brutally honest with our friends.
Right.
I know that for me, I can speak to my friends honestly and candidly, and we can walk away like. If my friends say, "Friend, you hurt my feelings," and I say, "I apologize for hurting your feelings, but this is what we're talking about. It was not directed to hurt your feelings in any way." And I think that's the part that makes women have healthier relationships, because we do talk a little bit more. That's why you see those women in these different groups together. So we have different groups together. Well, we have conversations all the time. We're not scared to just jump up and go have lunch with each other. Guys, y'all won't do that. Y'all only talk in the barbershop.
Yeah, those of us who still go to the barbershop.
Exactly. What about for us that don't go to the barbershop?
He doesn't have mine. Yeah, Solomon, his barbershop in the bathroom.
At mine
At the
too.
house.
Exactly.
But my thing is, so where can you all form that, like, have an opportunity to, like, form those, like, places to have conversations like that? Because we taking over y'all cigar lounges.
Yeah, y'all
Like, we are everywhere.
But no, I feel like there are opportunities for that. It just comes down to the person. You got to be willing to, like, therapy, counseling. Most people's like, man, I ain't trying to do that. But most people that probably need it is there. But mentally, you got to, you know what, I really need the help. I really need the support. Let me do this. Most people ain't trying to do that. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's not available. Because I've seen different black man groups and just men in general trying to come together. But I think it's just, again, it's a mentality. We're not taught that at a younger age. So by the time we get to an adult, it's like, man, I ain't really trying to do that.
So you
What's the
rather
point?
y'all? So most of you would stand idle while your man take one for the team, like fall idle, like fall
I've
by
seen
the
it.
wayside.
Yeah,
A
most
lot
guys
of
would do
times,
that.
Because all the times you're like, well, I mean, and it sounds bad to say, but, you know, we were raised with the mentality that we see our man going through something. It's like, you know, better him than me.
Yeah, let him go through what he's going
You
to go
know,
through.
he'll come out strong on the other end.
Yeah.
And you know what, Solomon? That's okay. I apologize for the facial expression, but that's what clicks for me. Because when I was asking you about a conversation you had, and I said, "Well, did you share your experience?" You said, "Nope, I just listened." What in the world? So it makes sense to me now. I apologize, like, for the face. I wasn't trying to be like weird, but when you said that, now it just clicked for me because, like, I was explaining to Solomon, he had a conversation with someone recently, and they were going through something, and I said, "Well, hey, did you share this such and such?" He said, "That didn't happen to me. That happened to you." But you my husband. At least just say, well, my wife went through it, and you know, you'll be fine. You know, just continue to do this. You know,
But
whatever.
how did I explain that to you?
Yeah.
It was them going through a grieving process. I thought at that point in time, the best route to take was to just listen.
Yeah,
They didn't really want my input. They might have just needed a
The
pair of ears
Yeah,
just
they
to
needed
listen.
some ears.
You know?
To
Yeah.
download it too.
But
Exactly.
and it's not even just with that conversation. I had another conversation with you, and I said, well, why didn't you explain it to that person and say, hey, this person just like that person took the time to have that conversation with you on Friday. Said, well, do you know why? And you said, nah. And the man shared with you why. He was giving you information. And I told you to go back to your friend that you had I guess you decided you had a disagreement and you chose not to be friends with that person anymore. But that person has still continued to reach out.
So it's like this. I
simply
mean,
said, reach back
long
out
story
and
short,
say,
Rob, me and you been boys for how long? Ever in a day, right?
Yeah, over 20.
If it's something that I know you going through or something I can see that's going to benefit you, and you say, Saul, man, can you help me out with this? I'm going to provide you every bit of information that I know.
Right.
I'm not going to hold back any resource because knowing you the way that I know you, if you benefit from it at some point in time, you're going to repay the favor.
Right.
The person or the situation she's talking about, this person is quote unquote an expert in what they do. I was going through a situation. I asked them to give me a hand, and they led me nowhere, and then set me up in a meeting with somebody else who was trying to take advantage of me because I was in that situation. So I felt, all right, I'm knowledgeable enough to get myself out of this situation,
Right.
back on up out of it. Now I'm cutting ties with you because as a friend, I expect you to have my best interest at hand.
And
I
you
should
did.
never have been in that
But
meeting.
my thing is, you didn't even bother to have the conversation
There's
to
no
say
comment.
why.
Hey,
so
listen,
when a
what's
person
understood need not be explained.
Yes, it do. I don't believe that bull crap.
What you
I don't
mean?
even know what it is.
Wait, what you mean?
So
when
my
you said
thing,
why?
this was my thing. The person reached back out. They didn't know that they did anything wrong to you. So when they're saying, "Hey, well, what's going on? Why aren't you speaking?" Nah, I'm done. Well, nigga, what you done with? Like, this is my mindset. Like, explain to me what you're done with. What did I do? I work in insurance, and granted, my family will bring me stuff in this insurance, and I can tell you about it for health insurance, for whatever it is. I can kind of tell you whatever. But when it's outside of my scope, when I can't go any further, I'm
Don't
like,
lose
hey,
somebody
you
else
may
in.
need to speak to so and so because that's really outside. I'd be considered an expert in what I do.
But if that were
However,
the
if
case,
that
that
is
person
that
should
one
have
piece that I'm
stated
not.
that. Hey, listen, this isn't my
Did you
alley.
give that person an opportunity to explain that?
They knew enough in order to set me up with somebody else.
But see, yeah, that's kind of where I draw the line too, though, because I had that happen to me all the time too in my line of work. If I tell people straight up, because I want people to be transparent, especially with money, since I'm dealing with money. If I don't have a certain answer or I'm not 100% sure, hey, let me get back with you. Let me connect with so and so who is the expert.
Right.
Or, like you said, let me set up a meeting with that person and we can all get it taken care of. But once I'm taking that information from that person, it's my job to make sure I'm plugging them in with the right person. So I
Right.
kind of see why you felt how you
Exactly.
felt, because at the end of the day, if I come to you, like you said, I come to you and ask you for advice, and you say, man, I got somebody else that could do it better or be That's my expectation. Come
Gotcha.
to find out, in your case,
Taking
they're trying to take advantage of you.
Exactly.
That's a
I
whole
don't
nother
think
level.
because it wasn't any skin in the game for the person.
You don't
that
know
person
what they
had
would have benefited
nothing-
on the back
well,
end.
Maybe I don't. But you never even had a
Listen,
conversation with
With
the
money,
person.
you never underestimate anybody's intentions.
Understood.
I
get that.
I see your point, counselor. Sustained.
I get it.
Follow the money.
I still, even when it's not money related, my thing is get clarification, get clarity.
That's true, too.
Don't necessarily just cut people off without having them understand like why you cut them off. I feel like that's closure for me. Once I tell you, okay, so this why I ain't messing with you no more, Rob. You did this to me, this and that. You can plead your case, whatever it is. I'm good at that point. But at least you know why I'm not rocking with you no more.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to keep sending me, hey, why you dodging my calls? Hey, can we talk? Hey, when you see me in public, it's weird as all get out.
I get it, but in that instance, I get Unk's side too, though. I understand. I agree 100% with the clarity as well. But at the same time, like I said, because I do it too, so I can't. If somebody come to me, I have a client that comes to me and they're trusting me to help them handle a certain situation, a serious situation. I gotta make sure they good,
Right.
And even if a meeting happens and I'm not a part of it, I'm gonna follow up with the person that I obviously introduced them to and them and find out, hey, how did they go? Blah, 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 blah.
But
So
apparently, like I said, I don't know enough about it, so
Right,
I
I'm
just
just saying.
kind of give my 2 cents, and he don't really take it. He just kind of run with however he wants to.
Exactly.
But it is what it is. On
Yeah, I
that
ain't talking
note,
dollars. It don't make sense.
whatever. On that note, we're gonna go to our first break.
Go ahead. What's your
Okay.
segment?
We'll rejoin this and revisit this conversation a little bit later. But anyways, we'll go to our first break. Shannon Roya Davis with
Solomon Davis.
As It's His, Hers, and Ours. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Boom.
Surgeon General, 40-year-old freshman, baby. Shout out to Gino Lexus, it's my brother. So special, yo, you killed it on this beat. I've been hearing people got a lot to say, but it really don't matter. You know what I mean? Forget what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal. Forget what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal. Coming to the game like LeBron James. Rookie of the year with no complaints. No faking statements, what we witnessing greatness. No matter all the hating that comes out they face then. The flow high, yo, guy go psycho on the mic though. Might show Michael's thriller killer in the sky. Whoa, eyes go out they sockets. He drop hits, beats knocking every time he come around, hip popping. Shorty top notch, you're watching, crouching on the couch then. Heart stopping, sweat dropping to the floor of the court. 3 seconds in the game, nobody wants it more. Keep giving me the ball, game winning score. Believe they see what's up, just leave it up to us. When there's no one left to trust, call him Kobe in the clutch. They need a general and nobody else. I'm not trying to blend in, I'm separating myself. Get what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal. Forget what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal.
Yo, blood thicker than water. I met surgery at work, getting tips from my daughter. From earning nickels and quarters, graduated in dollars. One-way trips around the globe, gunpoint running on us. The 5 both think we hustling, but the product was music. Real life felt troubling. On stage I would lose it. New kid with the message, young pun help to spread it. Alfie on the camera, Swiss and Blaine on the next hit. Bumping nothing like me, bad habits and Fedosky. DAK on deck, stayed with the toasty. Blazed up the cipher, Dutch hit the lighter. 5 minutes later, lyrical prize fighters. I might just take it to the Accord with no AC. I spit rhymes with my baby in the backseat. Before Gino Lexus, it was Jackie. It's thick, but it don't take blood to call you family.
Forget what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal. Forget what you heard, look at us now. Say what you want, ain't no holding us down. Know what we are, who we are, and we are phenomenal.
We are back. Segment 2 of His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple holding real-life conversation with real-life friends. I'm your co-host, Solomon Davis, along with
Shannon Royal Davis.
joined by Jason Williams, Rob Thomas, Alfie, and as always behind the ones and twos, the Surgeon General. So, we're here at NFL Super Wild Card Weekend.
Super wild card. So lame.
Representing Tampa at quarterback, the greatest of all time, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
And I'm gonna pose this real quick. Is there any argument that he is the GOAT of quarterbacks?
None whatsoever
None.
on my
At all.
You won't get one from me.
This conversation about
Can't nobody say anything.
So he's the GOAT, right?
Yeah, by
Right.
far.
Yeah,
how the hell is
So we're in episode 31, and
football god.
we're in episode 31, and over half the episode, Serge and I go back and forth about the GOAT in basketball, Jordan versus LeBron.
Wow.
So we're gonna take this segment and we're gonna each go around and we're gonna have like a little GOAT debate.
Okay, I've been waiting on this.
I mean, it's not necessarily basketball players or this, that, what have you. I got a couple things out there, and you tell me in your opinion what the GOAT is.
Okay.
What is the GOAT of tennis shoes?
Jordan.
You think it's Jordan's?
It would be.
Oh,
I mean,
you
it would
mean-
have to be Nike.
Oh no! Wait, no.
Brand. It would have to be
I'm
Nike.
gonna say no.
Shoes, period,
No
shoes.
shoes. Period.
Yeah.
Nike.
So you're just gonna say Nike? I wasn't thinking like a company. I was thinking like the actual shoe. Like
Like
you
the
have
design
a Jordan or
and-
Oh, the particular shoe.
yeah,
Uh,
or like a line like within Nike, like the Jordans, the Graffitis.
I know
I would say. I think more people have Air Force Ones than they have Jordans. Honestly,
Yeah.
Air Force Ones.
But I just think
I still
just
go
think
with
'cause
Jordans,
they-
though.
Yeah, I say
Yeah, I just think
The
because Air
Jordan
Force
1?
Ones is just
No,
like
no.
the one go to, like you can't get wrong,
yeah.
and then you
Them
have
joints,
the
the
little-
11s.
Yeah.
No, the ones, sir. But
stop
okay,
it.
The
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 11s.
ones. Everybody want those now.
the ones are my
one.
favorite, I was never into like
The
Jordan.
one's not
heavy.
built for basketball. That's all I can say.
No, they just built to look cute.
They're the most uncomfortable shoe.
I can see why, because it was the first one. They didn't get it right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how people was playing.
My thing
in
is,
Converse.
the only reason I wouldn't say Jordans is because they keep going and going and going. And I mean, we keep talking about the retros, but he's still coming out with a new one
Yeah.
every year. And it seems like the older they get, the uglier they get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
why
all
we,
the
saying
that's
the
why
new
we stuck in
ones.
what. That's why we keep going back to the retros.
Yeah, the retros.
Yeah.
Because he's on Jordan 36 right now.
Is it
Really?
Yeah.
They just look so ugly.
Yeah.
I never seen them.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, and when Zion does play, he's gonna be wearing them.
Zion. He ain't, man. That dude ain't never gonna play, man.
He just too big.
Yeah, he's a
Zion
bust.
is a football player playing basketball.
He's a
That's what
bust.
he is. He a DN at that. He like a DN. Nope, because DN's thin in now.
Okay.
He like yeah, he big. He big. He had to plug the middle.
Nah, he'll be on the line. That's what his ass. If it was me,
So what about like
think
the
so?
the Deions?
that was a good
Dion's
shoe.
was nice. I think
Griffies?
the closest line to me would be the pennies. The
I
penny
did
line
like
that
the
they had.
pennies.
No.
Yeah, I did with the
And-
foam and I like the first
And the
ones. I really like the
Iversons.
first. Yeah.
Don't boy fresh would be those Ken Griffey.
Oh yeah,
Griffey.
the
Ken
Griffies.
Griffey Jr. was.
I like
was
the
shoe
AI
good.
ones, the AIs when he first
Iversons
jumped out
was
there.
nice. Jason Kidd's was nice too.
Oh yeah.
Kid had
He
some
Kids
did.
had
He
yeah
did.
with the little
Yeah,
bubble
that's
on the
a little
side.
bubble.
Yeah.
Nobody talk
Okay.
about when Shaq came out with the pump.
Because you wasn't buying Shaqs. I didn't even care when
Shaqs.
he was on Reebok. I was like, don't get me none.
I
Those
did
are
have
the
the Reebok
ugliest
Shaq.
shoes ever. When Shaq
That was
was
like
on
When he had the
Reebok.
pumps at the D.
Yeah.
I had the pumps.
Yeah, I had those. I had those.
Did y'all have them before they went to Kmart?
I had, the Reebok
Yeah,
joint I
because
did.
after his deal ended with Reebok, Shaq said he
Oh, yeah,
never
yeah,
ran
he
to a
got his
kid,
own
so he
shoe.
put him in Kmart,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
got his own thing. Now I applaud Shaq
Smartest
for
thing he
that,
could
like
ever did,
yeah, and because you see
He sold
everybody,
out.
all them
Yeah.
little children in his shoes because they can afford everything else. So I respect Shaq for that one. I do.
I would have did it.
The GOAT, and Alfie, this is down your line. The GOAT of superhero movies.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
I'm so out of this.
Ooh, and I'm talking about way back when Superman, the original one, came out back in '78.
Nah.
That's before me. I
No,
wasn't
I'm
born
saying
yet.
this goes all the way back. For me, this goes all the way back. If you look at between,
What's up,
like
Tay?
when Superman,
81?
it was played by Christopher Reed versus current day like superheroes, I gotta give it to Spider-Man. Just the way that they've been doing it lately. I mean, you see the first three, you see in the second two, and then you got this current era of Spider-Man. So it's like,
So let me ask y'all this, because while y'all are on that, like I always call y'all extra nerdy with the whole Marvel and all this other stuff.
But you
How
love
do
the
you
nerds.
incorporate? I do have a thing for nerds. I do. I gotta tell you. But I got a question. How do y'all incorporate that with women that you're dating or trying to date and they're not into that? How do you incorporate that?
We don't date them.
We don't.
What?
No.
Nah, I'll date you. You just ain't going to that movie with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that.
Yeah, because my mom wasn't big on the Marvel movies.
No, but what happens is you just tell the girl, "Hey, listen,
This is
you
what I'm
want to go
like.
to the movies or what have you." Right. She's going. Okay, put it like this: she watches a movie, and then you take her to the next edition that comes out. Now she's putting the storyline together for us. Like, let's be real. You didn't know nothing about Avengers.
What time I didn't. I knew I seen that mess. I was like, what is this? But and that's why I was gonna give you credit, because I'll sit in the movie and I was like, so where does this come from? And he's gonna explain it and catch it when the movie going. He'll be like, okay. So when the scene, he was like, okay, so this is what this is, and it was like a vision from before, and this happened in this movie. You remember we watched this a couple of years back? This is what that came from. Like, so he has to refresh my memory, because I'm not up on that. But not every man is patient enough to be sitting there with no woman trying to explain all that. So for me, what he'll do is he'll go watch what you watched that movie, The Black Widow, whatever it was.
Right.
You watched it, and he had it all on downstairs by himself. So then he's talking about, you want to watch it? No. Nobody, I'm good. I missed it with you. I'm not going to try and watch it. It's okay. I'll catch it another
And Black
day.
Widow was actually a good movie.
And he did have a good... But if I get a chance to watch it out, he doesn't mind putting it on or whatever, and I'll watch it then. But I wasn't running to the TV trying to see that. So
I
I just...
didn't watch Black
You
Widow.
don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their own preferences and things that they like, don't like. I mean, there's some things that women do that we don't like to do.
I will say this: there's got to be some kind of compromise, because at some point down the road, she's going to come at you with some kind of movie that you don't want to watch, Titanic,
For real.
whatever. So you're going to have to suck it up. So that's the kind of way I look at
See,
situations.
it's the same thing. Like, she trapped me into watching something, and then once I started watching it, I kind of got into it.
And he
So I like
took
it,
over.
which was Insecure.
Insecure, Power.
You know? So I mean,
See, I find a good
same
show.
thing with Power. I mean, I wasn't a Power fan at the beginning.
He wasn't a fan until my sister came over there and binge watched every day for a whole week and a half for the first season, just to catch up with me on the second season. And he's like, I guess I'll just watch this and see what it's about. And he done watched it, and then he played Power reruns over and over. The show is never coming back, and he dead.
It's coming back.
No, Ghost is dead.
The new ones
so
are good.
he's
though.
not.
The new ones are real good.
February 6th.
Yeah. Those are like the mini series of what happened from the original. Yeah, I guess spinoffs, I should say. Yeah, they are. That's happening.
I believe
so
they'll
he
find
did.
a way.
Friend goes back.
I'm still
Nah, there's no
looking for him.
Hey, man, this ain't no soap opera General Hospital. Or
No,
something.
he's dead. He
It's
is
the
dead.
J.R. Ewing, man. They're going to
Yeah,
bring it back.
for real.
Who
Man.
shot Ghost?
How many other goats you got?
All right, so
Batman.
I was gonna ask you real quick, because my two, or the two that I would say I fight between, are Endgame and Infinity War. Which one's better?
I loved Endgame. No, Infinity War was great because just how it ended. Like, if they would have left it at that, that would have been the coldest movie of all time.
Coldest blooded movie of all time.
Like, half the world is dead now.
Congratulations, you
That's
failed.
it.
That's it.
No, but you know what?
Oh no, it's.
I'll throw a little tidbit back to Spider-Man real quick. There's actually a Japanese version of it that I like watching.
Now
It's
you know you
crazy.
nerdy when you go into another
The
foreign
Japanese.
language.
Yeah, but it's so cool. He has his own giant
Yes.
robot and everything.
Oh my gosh.
But he's still Spider-Man. So
Gotcha. Nah, I dig that, because like I don't have a problem with that at all. I just say it's like super nerdy, because that's not something that most people are just out here watching. It's just like a collective.
That's because a
that
lot of
watches
us,
it.
when that
Yeah.
originally came out, we was kids when it came out. So it's reaching back and grabbing that
Yeah.
little bit of kid of us. Yeah,
That's
that's
definitely me, man. It's just, oof.
that's why I loved all the Spider-Man movies. I'm like, oh yeah,
I was impressed by this last Spider-Man movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was
I
a
felt
nice
like
movie.
that was the best one I've seen in the whole
Still
franchise.
got Secret War coming up.
Yeah.
What?
This,
See? Another
okay,
one.
let me take this before we go too far into the nerdy. Let me
Nerd
ask
deal.
y'all this. So when
Nerdiverse.
so
Nerd deal,
to
the
the
Nerdiverse.
Nerdverse, yeah. So when you're like, Rob, you're single, right? Or don't let me say that
No,
and
I
get you
am.
in
Yeah,
trouble or something like that. You know,
100%.
some of y'all like seeing people, and I don't want to put that.
Just tag me
Is
next
it-
time.
No.
I'm not
So,
spoken for.
well, when you're dating, like if a woman like say, "Hey, we should go out to eat," do you think that she should pay for that meal or? Okay.
I'm a man 100%. I feel like if I ask you to go out, I'm going to pay for everything.
Okay.
That's just
But she asked you.
she asked me to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's like,
still
"Hey,
gonna-
let's
I'm
go
still
out to
gonna pay
eat. Let's
because-
grab a
Still gonna
meal."
Because as a man, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do anyway.
Okay.
Now,
Conditioned.
if I go to the restroom and come back and the bill's paid,
Yeah.
You ain't gonna
then
say
I got
nothing about
you.
it.
I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
say
no.
anything. I've had that happen before, but I always, if you say we going, where we going? You want to? Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
I'm
what's
always
up.
prepared for that.
Jay, what you say, man?
All the time, I pay. It's at with my relationship now, it's to the point where we actually be debating.
Competing like who's gonna? Yeah.
Because normally I like that, like you
That
said,
don't
that's kind of my
last,
mindset too. I'm gonna take care of it, whatever. But now, like, kind of same kind of deal, or like the check come out, she'll try to grab it, and like I'll be like, let me see it. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
let me
taking care of it.
see.
So, like I said, for me personally, I always, when I'll take care of it, ain't no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she does ask, there are times where she'll say, nah, I got it. Like, I asked you out, I'm gonna take care of you today.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. Let you do your
Okay.
thing. So it's kind of like that balance, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with him in that sense, but I think like older men probably had that upbringing that were taught to, you know, you're the man, you do this, you do this, you do this. Now we're in this kind of era where it's women are empowered and they're now taking roles that they would have normally never have taken in life. So they're kind of getting that same role that we're in. So yeah, there's going to be a clash a little bit of like, okay, who's going to pay, who's going to pay, who's going to pay, who's going to pay. But at the end of the day, a guy, I as a man, I feel responsible for paying. And if she wants to pay for it, that's fine. That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay.
But most of the time, 90%, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
See me, I'm chasing dreams. So I'm broke. I'm broke. I got a radio station that pays the bills. I ain't got no money to take you out. If we going out to eat,
It's on
you can
you.
pay for it. Or I can start the car and we dash. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting at the table second. I'm out. We got this.
We out at the same time.
We out the
Oh my
same
God.
time.
Hey, I done did the dine and Dutch
You know
before.
what I'm saying?
too.
It's
Right.
nothing. We out
Dine
here.
and, dine and dash. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
just asked, you know, whatever, because I
Yeah.
generally want to see how guys get to that place of if they feel comfortable enough.
If I
to wanna
had
do
it, I would. I got you. But I don't.
So, what are your thoughts? I saw this post of this lady. She was big and pregnant. They went on the beach, and she on her knees proposing to her man.
Oh man,
Talking about. First of all, you
That
said-
was a
you
collective.
said she was pregnant though too.
Yes, she
did
was
get
pregnant. She was
pregnant though.
because she was holding her hand on her stomach at the bottom.
That's
You
what
know
they
how
do.
when women
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say-
Women pose.
They
Yeah,
put their
pregnant.
hand on their
Yeah, hold
stomach
on.
when they
But that's the
pregnant.
setup. So somebody
Yeah, that's the super
somebody
setup.
took a picture of them doing that.
Well, she was proposing to him.
Yeah, so she obviously had a photographer
She's not
ready.
the first person. This is not the first time I've
no,
seen
I've
women
seen it
proposing
before.
to men.
Yeah,
like,
I got-
but I need to
Who's
understand.
gonna
like,
say no to you when you
you're
proposing
pregnant?
and you're pregnant?
Listen,
Yeah.
He,
Listen.
I done seen
Wait a
dudes say
minute.
no. Now I don't know about the lady being pregnant. It's
very,
visible.
very, very good thing. Number one, I don't know if y'all seen the video of the lady proposing to the guy at the basketball game.
I see, yeah, I
White
did.
lady,
Yeah.
she crying. He looking. He says yes, right?
And when it's up,
But I know when they get in the car,
he gonna
No
be
idea
like-
that with a camera.
yo,
Why you do
really?
that to
Why
me?
you do that to me?
right.
Because
So
you
are
can look at his
But look,
face.
she probably like, are you still saying yes though? Because she don't care about you being mad. She wanted to hear her yes.
No, I'm saying yes because we're on national TV. You up on the
Oh, wow.
That's a different
and I
level,
am
though.
not going
Yeah.
to let you be embarrassed.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want.
a
I don't.
But
want
when I
you-
can't
don't-
post
but
that
when
we
get-
engaged,
when we get in this
That's
car,
still embarrassing.
All right, breaking off the engagement.
I mean, when they follow you on social media and see that you ain't engaged, that's
gonna know.
that's
Still
100, 200
embarrassing.
people versus the whole nation seeing you on TV.
Well, people in the stadium
That's a
when
lot
we
of
saw
pressure,
them
though.
getting engaged. Like,
No, I'm
No, but I'm saying
Nah,
if it's
I knew it was over.
televised-
Yeah, I knew it was over. As soon as the look on his
It's on
face,
Instagram instantly.
she's crying, and I'm like, "Yo, number one, you took my job."
But let me tell.
Because
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't feel. I just feel like I'm responsible for that. Let
But-
me ask you something.
How long they could have been like? This is the part that we don't get. Like, how long do you think that you should just be out here dating and we living together and we got this whole life harmoniously?
That's a
And,
different level.
and that's what women are
You know what
trying
that's
to
like?
figure that out. That's
You know
the
the
time.
perfect analogy to
A
that.
moonwalk
What
up out
is
of
that?
here.
The perfect analogy to that is how both of y'all raised in the church.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You don't go down that aisle to accept the
Till you-
Lord until you
Yeah,
move
until
to do
you're
so.
ready.
So
You're ready.
you don't propose
But you know
until
what? A
you
lot
move
of
to do
that
so.
time
You
out,
know
but
what?
a
You
lot
know
of
what?
that is
You
a
know
lot.
what, Pastor?
Say it. Don't do that.
Say it, Pastor.
Don't do
Go ahead.
that. No, because a lot of
She
times.
obviously ain't read the book of Solomon.
But let me tell you, I object because let
If
me
I was
tell
over
you,
there, I'd slap
most
you
of
on the
y'all
back.
look, most of y'all be sitting back there because y'all ain't know no better because
hear
y'all
me?
think y'all got to get y'all life all together to come to God when you don't have to. So that's why y'all be sitting back there. When you know, if you truly knew that you could just go to God without just be you. You'd have been got your raggedy behind up there. But y'all be.
But you can't get down on one knee just
you.
being us.
Hold
You
on.
have to have our life
Hold on.
together.
Hold on.
Because as you and your congregation know, y'all ain't going to accept us if we don't have our lives together.
Y'all gotta have
thinking that-
amen, Pastor, because you better come correct.
Exactly.
Because me and my following, we ain't with the bull crowd. We ain't trying to, we ain't trying to take care of you. We ain't
That-
dropping you off, picking you up. We ain't doing all that. No, we.
But
need
you
to
just
be,
said, come as you are.
that's God.
No.
I ain't God. That's God. I ain't.
See what I'm
God.
saying?
That's why it
And that's why it takes so
why it
long.
takes
So you just
6
answered
years.
your own question.
No, it does not. She probably felt like, okay, well, we've been doing this. We've been building a life together. I feel like we're in a nice enough financial space because obviously there's some type of space that she felt comfortable enough to go buy a ring herself. So that means their money may be in a decent spot.
Her money, not his money.
Well, wait,
She coulda
then
bought
that
that
means he
herself.
ain't
She
having no
coulda pushed
honest
it,
conversation.
pushing the
That means
envelope.
he's not having an honest conversation.
What you mean he ain't having no honest conversation?
Because then she wouldn't have felt that comfortable to be talking about, baby, I'm just going in and getting my ring since he ain't asked me.
So
a lot
obviously,
of them feel like
obviously,
they've been waiting.
I'm gonna say, without even seeing any of this myself, these were not of the darker persuasion.
Wait, who was asking to marry?
Yeah.
No, it was a black woman who was,
It was a
on
black
her knees
woman?
to a man.
A pregnant
yeah.
black
She was
woman?
pregnant, yeah.
What was she raised?
I don't know. I guess that girl said, look, I'm already having your baby. Like, what are we waiting on? And it wasn't a game. She was on a beach, and it was just she was proposing to him.
Here's my take on that.
But heck, hold on. You had Chrissy Lampley who was messing with the rapper, what is your boy name? Beard. He was just in trouble talking about his mama showing him how to kiss. Jim Jones. Jim Jones'
yeah.
girlfriend had asked him to marry her.
Yeah.
Like, and bought rings because they had been living together and everything else.
Yeah, but
for
then he
several
turned
years.
around and did the same thing the next season,
That's for TV.
and
But
it's off of
all,
TV.
all I'm getting at is that
And Yandy said, "Oh, that's just a what was her word? That's just a holding tank."
yeah,
for you."
just a holding thing for him. But women, like, at what place do you have to be? Like, how long? Like, I know for me, I told Solomon, like, look, yo, we ain't doing this no 3 or 4 years trying to figure this out. Either you know what you want to do, and I gotta like move on. Like, that's not what I want to do. But we were in a
went
space
down the
like
road
even when we did get engaged, we didn't get married immediately per se, but we had already thought this process out. But we knew that we had that conversation.
Hold on, I got something to say.
Go ahead.
About this. Did she ask? This is going to sound strange, but I went down that road twice, and I did the proper thing. I asked the father, "Is it okay if I marry your daughter?" Right. So did she do that? Did she ask the father?
I don't know.
Y'all
what
do
she
that?
did. Look,
No?
I don't think that
No?
they asked.
Y'all do
well,
that?
first off, my dad was but no, he was still alive, but he was sick. My dad was sick, so there's nothing. Even if he asked my dad wouldn't have been able to respond to him the same way. But I think he spoke with my mom or whatever, and everybody was fine. But I mean, even in this day, and I don't even know if you still have to go to somebody parent to ask them. You know, like you let them know.
Man, we
what
live
your
in such
plans
a
are.
non-traditional world.
Exactly.
that none of that is
So,
even
I
necessary any longer.
still follow that book. Now the problem is that we're in an age
Well,
where
look at here. Now, Alfie, keep in mind the woman that you get with, she ain't gonna be 20-something years old, and you got to go talk to her daddy. She's gonna be a full-grown adult.
But the problem is we're in an age now where a lot of the parents may have passed on, or it's one of those situations where the single
My
mothers.
friend Gina said, "You better ask
So-
my daddy." Yes, you do. You better ask my
But
daddy.
like I said, I mean, now we're in an age where it almost feels like you don't have to, sort of. But at the same time, I still have that traditional mindset that I feel like I have to ask. The problem is the father's existence.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to run into.
So if
Yeah.
they're not there, you're just not going to ask?
Well, no. I mean,
Okay, then. It don't
I'm not
matter.
saying that. What I'm
It don't
saying
matter.
is, if it's
tradition.
there, I will do it. If
But
it's
how
not there,
is that
then-
conversation? What do you say
How
to
do you-
a man who has a daughter who is fully functioning, doing her own thing, living her
grown
life
as fuck,
with
got
you?
a couple
What,
kids.
how does that conversation even go? What are you What are you
I'll
looking
tell
for?
you.
Because what if he say no?
I'll tell you right now.
Is that
right?
going to change your mood?
My daughter has a boyfriend. He's been with her for a while. They have
How old is your daughter?
22.
No, she a baby. Okay, I don't count that high school. Yeah.
Nah, she's 22.
Okay.
They have a kid. So I expect, as I've already heard that they're looking to get married. My daughter told me this. He ain't said nothing yet.
Oh.
But I say, well, at some point, that conversation got to come to me.
Ooh. So what you want him to say to you?
Ask me for my daughter's hand.
But what
I think
is?
it's
Just a rite of passage.
it's a
Give me,
respect thing.
yeah.
I think it's a respect
Do you
thing.
respect me
Okay.
enough that I'm here and I'm in my daughter's life?
Okay.
Right.
And I
Okay.
I haven't given her up yet.
You better. Obviously, she done gave something up.
I
Like,
understand that.
look at you, daddy.
She has, but I haven't given her to you per se to say, okay, yes, here's my daughter. I expect for you. I see that you're going to do what's necessary to maintain it in the event that I'm not here.
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I look.
That's why I say I think it's a respect thing because even on my
Because
trip,
I was going to
Even on
say
my
because
trip.
some people, but I like them. I do.
but
I
nah,
really do.
even on my trip, obviously, me and my girlfriend we talked about that, of course, because she is a daddy's
They're-
girl,
and she's very
So,
family
my daughter
oriented.
is too.
you know. So of course, for me personally, and obviously me having the best of the old school and the new school, but I think it's just more of a respect thing, especially if the father is active in his daughter's life. Like, here's my thing. Let's just flip it on the other side. Let's just say you ask the girl, and y'all do go get married. Because people do this all the time. They'll run off and go get married. Go to the courthouse.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, parents find out, y'all married?
Well, what does it change though?
It doesn't, but see, to me, it changed the dynamic of a relationship family-wise, in my opinion. I'm not
Okay.
saying that you always have to get their approval because, like you
I
said,
got
they
you.
can sit here and say no. But I think out of a respect thing, for me, that's what it comes down to. It's just a respect, like, hey.
All right, let me play devil's advocate then.
Go ahead.
Why is it always a double standard for females rather than males? Meaning, for a female, why do we need to ask for the father's hand and for his daughter's hand in marriage?
Right.
But when we're classified as mama's boys, or y'all need to let y'all mama go, we're now the first woman.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not a priority in your
That's
life.
true.
So for me, I like we don't have that issue. We don't have that issue.
Ooh,
However,
boy.
if we did, I've never had a problem with getting along with people. People like me. I'm likable, so I've never had that issue. But
Yeah,
I'm sure
you
if
do
I had
fake and phony real
if
well.
I had a if I had a man who was a mama's boy, I know how to get Charlene on my side. Hey, Charlene, how you doing, girl?
You know,
Yeah,
now that's
I
a
know how to
good
get
thing
on her
because
side.
not many ladies nowadays won't figure out that you got to get
Mom's
on
opinion,
your-
approval
on your
first.
side.
Right.
Yeah. They just think it's
They just think it's that you know
It's about them.
It's
Yeah.
just them. Like
But I think that
y'all-
comes from the way they're raised too. So you got to see the dynamic because most people who think it's just about them, sometimes they are raised from a single parent household and they're only looking from that perspective of that.
Or is
Okay.
it that women are always categorized to put other women as competition? So now your mother is considered competition for your attention.
No, like I
That
said,
boy
it
went deep
depends.
there.
That's subconscious.
Let me ask this though.
He went to these kindergartens. However, what I'm getting at is, if, like I said, it goes to how they're raised. If you're not raised in a mind of competition, like for example, whenever my siblings or my friends get something, I'm excited for them. That means I don't have that jealous spirit about anything I do. I be genuinely excited. I want to see it. Come show me, girl. Oh my God, like I love it. I enjoy seeing people happy about whatever they have going on. So I'm gonna celebrate that. But that comes from how I was raised. We celebrate each other in this stuff. My sister went, her car had broke down one night, and she was like, her car is older, so she had always paid for it. She was like, you know, she hadn't been into payments in like 3 or 4 years, give or take, or whatever. I was like, girl, why you sitting there looking like that? You got good God, get online. You want to get on while you over here at my house, while you figure out like what you want to do, and go get your new car. Start the year off fresh. Get you whatever you want to, whatever, this and that. And sure enough, the next day I called him like, hey, y'all watching Roy? Yeah, I got to go get this check because I got to go get me a new car. Go do that. And when she got back, hey, let me see your car. I want to see.
Let me
everything.
push the button.
Push the window. Put it back. We sat out in the driveway for
Now
about
see,
20
now I feel
minutes.
some kind of way if the truth be told here.
Wow.
Because now she going to go out and tell her sister, girl, go get you a new car. Start off the new year right the way you want to. I want to go get a new car.
So let me explain. No. Hold on.
I want to go get a new car.
affect y'all household before it's
Exactly.
But
And
if
then,
you
so
go,
listen,
it
but
affect the house.
not even that. Solomon, why you trying to throw salt? You know, I celebrate whatever you do. I'm happy and I'm excited. I be like, okay, babe, that's you, because I know that's how he is. However, how long you done had your car? How long you had your car?
Less than a year.
Okay, and now you want to go jump in a new car?
You want another new car?
This is what I'm
I rescind my
But we always want
you,
something
brother.
bigger
Oh,
and better than
so
what
let
we
me
always
ask
had.
you. So my friend had a good question in here. She's like, so if your mom doesn't like your girl, do you stop dating her
Hell no.
or don't move forward with marriage?
If the father doesn't say, no, I don't give you my daughter's hand in marriage, do you
still
not
gonna-
move forward?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking. So you're willing to?
I got one thing to
Okay,
say
go
on
ahead.
that. I've told my mama this. You can't do what she do.
Ooh.
That's
How,
facts.
what
though.
your mama said, and she couldn't do what I
Well,
did.
hey,
either.
my mama ain't say not one word. She just said, okay.
Oh.
Mama, you can't do what she do.
So, I mean, I'm going to say something that sounds a little bit off here, but this is something my dad taught me in, like, my teenage age. You know my dad.
Yes, indeed.
He said, son, always remember, blood is thicker than water.
Yeah.
Cum is thicker than blood.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It don't move.
I can't. But it absorbs hot sauce. How about that? So with that whole, like, so that I get what you're saying, and I can respect that, and I thank y'all for answering that question, because I just always want to know, like, does it change your vibe about what you do and how you move forward? So right now, the girl you're dating, I think she's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoyed her. I even enjoyed talking to her family for the brief moments, but I could tell they're good people. Like, you can get good vibes from them.
Right.
And when y'all were out there, you know, I could see you had a good time, you know, all of that stuff. If her dad said, nah, son, I don't think you're ready, would you hold off on your proposal because he said you weren't ready?
What did he just say?
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, for me personally, it's just a matter of respect. That's just how I was raised. This is your daughter, and you're actively in her life. So my thing is, we get married, I'm gonna have to see you.
Right.
So I don't want there to be any awkwardness necessarily. Even if you say no, that's okay. That's your right as a parent.
So if he says no, what's the conversation you have with him?
It's not really a conversation I need to have.
I'm
gonna just let him know, like, okay, well, I understand where you're coming from, but
This
still
is how I
moving
move forward.
forward.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I said, it's still gonna be
Yeah.
a respect. It's still gonna be a respectful thing.
I love your
But it's
daughter
just
and I
the
want
fact, right? At the end
It
of
is
the
you
day,
can do this the easy way or the hard way.
but at the end of the day, though, like he said, like it's an A and B thing.
Oh, goodness.
It's an A and B thing though, because it's your relationship, you know. So even if you say no, I mean, okay, I respect it. Blah 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 blah. We still gonna move forward, and we go from there.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we can.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
We left the GOAT conversation.
Oh,
real
go
quick. I
ahead
had
with the
one
GOAT
more I wanna hit.
conversation.
And so I'm sure Jason's answer going to be a little bit different than ours because he's in a little bit younger generation than we're in. GOAT song, hip hop R&B duet.
Man, that's tough.
The GOAT song? Greatest.
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Method Man, Mary J. Blige.
For me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough.
Oh, man. R&B and hip-hop? Or just
R&B hip hop.
separated?
No, I'm saying R&B hip hop together.
Oh.
So like he had Method Man and Mary J. Blige.
Nephew
That
probably gonna say like Dej loafing somebody.
That one. Yeah. Mary J. and Method Man.
Yeah, that's probably like the classic. That's the hood
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
You probably gonna say some Nelly and Kelly or some John.
You can say Nelly Kelly. You can say Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, that's probably mine. The Lauryn Hill and Nas one.
Oh, that was cool, too. Love of My Life by
Common and Erykah
Yeah.
Badu.
True. Like you said. I don't know. That's a tough
So,
one.
The theme song.
Yeah,
Fabulous and
Beyonce-
Tamia?
Well, yeah, and also Beyonce and
And
Jay
Jay-Z.
Z's to me. Yeah, I mean, because that's our wedding song, like our wedding dance song. So
really?
On the Run.
Beyonce on the run.
I
too.
had a question for you, for y'all, too.
Mhm.
What's up?
How long was y'all's engagement? How long was it?
We
And I'm
got
asking
it.
for myself. You know how people.
We got engaged
for a
on
friend.
Valentine's Day, and we got married in November.
November that same year. But we had already been together for like 3 years at that point.
I kind of know
Something
some
like
of
that.
y'all history.
Yeah.
'cause we talk, but you know what I'm
okay.
saying. So it's like, I guess for men is when we know, and I wanted to say so we could move off. For me, I think trying to wait for me to get my finances together and stuff together the way I think is viable for me to say something to this lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm saying to her that I'm going to do the necessary things to take care of you. Even when I go to her dad, I'm saying that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't do that, I don't want to go to your father.
But that's the thing. I think
know, and I
that's
don't wanna
I think
ask.
that's a mistake that men make because sometimes we're already dating you, so we know where you're trying to get to, and we're willing to be your partner in that process. So that's the thing, and I think that when people, like I tell people all the time, I have a friend of mine who I think you've set so many spaces in your life that you had to be here. Your account had to look like this. Now you're ready to have a family, but you now in your 40s at this point, like you've missed a lot of stuff in between where you could have been dating with a purpose, and somebody would have waited, like walked with that, took that same path with you while you're trying to get to that bank account number and how it's supposed to look for you. They will help be your partner. There are pieces of business that I don't necessarily understand. Like if I'm going to buy a car, I'm gonna take Solomon because he's my numbers guy. You can't just throw all this stuff and he's like, that package don't make no sense to add that on for 12 months or this month. Like he's the one who's gonna process that. I may like it because I like what it looked like and how it drives, but when it comes to the financing part of it, the details of that, I would have to say, hey, babe, can you go do this? I need you to see these. I know, like, how can you get this in place this way? I know how to talk to them and get stuff how I want to, but sometimes when you marry a man, it intimidates. You know, it'll bring a little different conversation to it.
They ain't
So,
gonna try no BS. I just did that.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, even with women, like, I know when I was getting my car, I didn't take Solomon with me that time, but I went in myself and I was like, no, that ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna be able to do that. So you don't really want this sale like you think you do. So when women, we know how to push back and know just how enough to give in order to get what we want to too. But sometimes when you need people to close up a business deal, and it's a face of it. It gives you a little bit more to work with. Like how to in that space. So
Yeah.
I guess that's different, but
But it's a different mindset as well, too, going back to what Rob's point was and why he feels that, men need to have themselves together before they make that move and propose. I'm going by something that you said. When you were sick that time and, you said, I felt a different comfort level with you because now I was like, you were able to take care of me in case something happened. We also had a conversation when I made the professional move and you were like, I feel differently now because I know that if I lost my job or got frustrated and walked away, our family would still be straight financially.
Right.
So if I wasn't together like that, you wouldn't have that sense of security. You would have to
Absolutely.
deal with all the everyday headaches and what have you because it takes two incomes in order for that
Yes.
household to function.
look, my girl said, "Come on, Shannon, amen. That's
Yeah.
that's the right one. Will walk with you. The right one will walk with you, and that's the absolute truth." She said, "And I passed the collection plate." Somebody get a benediction.
Yeah, the benediction ready to go down.
But no, that's just how it is. I think that like you guys kind of, and I'm not saying you guys as you in this room, but just in general, I think men sometimes because you know what it takes that you want it, how it's supposed to look in your mind. But we were kids too, and we dreamed of having a wedding look like this. It's supposed to have this many people. It's supposed to have these colors. Life changes, and you have to roll with the changes and evolve in the process. And like I said, the woman who is for you, she will see that that's what you're trying to get at, and she gonna try and work with you to get to that same space. She want to win too. So,
All right, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to break.
amen.
Come back with the final segment and what everybody's been waiting on the past month. Yeah. These NFL picks and what the regular season standings ended up being. We'll be right
All right.
We all picked
right.
Cincinnati, so we're all 1-0 in the playoffs so far.
Not yet, but we'll be right back with his, hers, and ours. I am Shannon Royal Davis. What?
Solomon Davis.
We'll be right back.
Stepping out tonight, dress fly, grab a little bite. Car to the bar, cup couple of drinks in, let me know what you're thinking. Leaving the scene, chemistry between. Seems to he that she be that queen. Don't know for sure, but let's go the next road. The best night to get more, so hold tight, don't let go.
Come on in, be with me forever. I want you all night long. Come on in, be with me forever. I want you all night long.
Netflix in the chill. The best bet and it's real. The chest letting it feel. The sex best and it's ill. The next session in this lesson, we've been swept and spin the final from line, no grid. It rhymes slow and I know it gives me the time though to shine. Oh, the smash on the spot, wood and ask her, can I go?
All night long, I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. Come on in, be with me forever. I want you all night long. Come on in, be with me forever. I want you all night long. All night long. I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. I wanna be with you, babe, all night long. Girl, we gon' end up making. Oh, girl, we gon' end up and making. Hey, girl, we gon' end up and making. Ooh, girl, we gon' end up and making. Oh, no.
And we are back for the final segment of this week's episode of His, Hers, and Ours. Real life couple holding real life conversation with real life friends. I am your co-host Solomon Davis with.
The Culture Queen, Shannon Ray Davis.
Let's go.
Look, it's invisible. You already know I got it on, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Last segment of every episode. We're known for doing our NFL picks. After week 12, we kind of took a hiatus. The month of December kind of hit Shannon and I kind of hard, so we weren't able to do podcasts. But Alfie and Serge were sending me their picks. So I have tallied up everything.
Oh, Lord.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go week by week so y'all can see how this progress.
No, don't go week by
We'll go
week.
week by
I want to
week.
see the end. Like, yo.
Let's create the drama.
I don't want the drama. I want to know.
Get right to it.
No, so we can watch my climb from last.
No, I
Back
was
up
from
into the
last.
top
I was
two.
last. I was last, remembering.
All right, when we first left off after week 11, I was in the lead at 108 and 56.
Yeah, you was up by a lot.
Yeah, he was jumping on.
Shannon was in second at 99 and 65. Serge and Alfie were tied. at
Last.
96 and
Yo, it's
68.
not last. That's tied.
Ty, that's the tie for last.
But I told y'all it got interesting.
It did. Because I only lost 3 the next
Last
2 days.
look.
Hold on.
Let's go.
So week 12. Serge, you actually week 12 were in last place at 7 and 6.
What?
That was just that 1 week though. Just for that week.
Okay.
7 and 6.
And I had 2 in a row where that was. Yeah.
I was in right in front of you at 8 and 5. Shannon was at 10 and 3. Alfie was at 11 and 2.
We were here for that one.
Yeah.
We were here
for
for
that
that one. I remember that
Yeah, I
one.
remember that.
Okay.
11 and 2.
Yeah, we were here
I
for
had
that.
dope week.
Okay, so after that I was at 116 and 61. Shannon was at 109 and 68. That 11 and 2 bumped Alfie up to 107 and 70.
And I
Oh,
was dead
wow.
last.
And Serge was last at 103 and
Yep.
74.
Let's go.
The following week,
Whew.
I brought in it at last place at 8 and 6. Shannon and Serge, y'all were both at 9 and 5. Alfie at 11-3.
I was kicking butt. Oh my gosh.
So after that, I was still in the lead at 124-67. Alfie and Shannon were tied at 118-73.
And I was last.
Surge at 112-79.
Jeez. Terrible.
Week 14. Me and Alfie tied last place with 10-4. Surge and Shannon both went 12-2.
Wow. Last place is 10-4. That is
wow. We were 12-2 though.
yeah, but I didn't. That doesn't matter. Like
So
I'm still.
I was at 134-71. Shannon at 130-75. Alfie at 128-77.
Ooh, so close.
And Surge at 124-81.
I'm down by 10, so there's no way I'm back in this. I did good the next
you
week.
my
though.
competition.
I had the next week too.
The next week, I went 11-5.
Jeez.
Shannon went 13-3.
Woo!
Surge went 12-4.
That girl was bad.
Alfie went 9-7.
Yeah. So,
So
I still,
at 140, I was at 145-76. Shannon 2 games behind at 143
I was
and
getting on his
78.
butt. Hey.
Alfie at 137-84.
dead last.
Surge at 136-85.
Wait, but last week was different.
Then last week,
I didn't do good
Oh
last week.
man, you did get some of the ones like you had Jacksonville, yo. Like,
Oh, I did pick Jacksonville.
yeah.
last week,
I didn't think I did.
Shannon was in last place at 8-7.
Yeah.
I was at 9-6. Alfie was at 10-5.
Oh, let's go.
Surge was at 11-4.
See, I
Let's
told
go.
you, Serge, you did good last week.
So right now, if we just ended the regular season, I finished top at 154-82. Shannon at 151-85.
Well, I was on your butt, boy.
Alfie and Surge tied at 147-89.
We done. That's it for the season.
7, yeah. So we're down by 7.
So I mean,
We can go.
playoffs have 13 games. I mean, there's still a possibility there. So y'all want to call it there, or y'all want to pick these playoff games?
Nah, playoffs
We
ain't
can
gonna
go
matter.
with it. I mean,
You don't think they're gonna matter?
Nah,
if we
because
take
we're
out,
all
like,
gonna pretty much pick the
pick it
same.
similar, yeah.
I don't think so.
I would. I'd
I
pick
see some
whatever you
upset.
pick just to keep up with you.
I see some upsets coming.
I don't know.
Good.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of.
I mean, we could. Yeah, it don't matter to me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
I'm
pick.
last. I don't care.
We can pick it anyway. I mean, I don't care. You want to pick it anyway?
We can add that in there. I might jump up a spot. I'm trying to
We
catch
all
up.
went Bengals. Yeah, everybody went Cincinnati.
Yeah, so we all picked Cincinnati.
So tonight's game, New England at Buffalo.
Cold.
It's gonna be cold though.
Cold. 5 degrees.
But hold on, y'all saying it's gonna be cold? These are both cold weather teams.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
cold.
Cold. Not cold.
Nah.
Cold.
But it was snowing last time.
What's the name was? What's the name?
Right now in Buffalo, the temperature is 10 degrees with light snow.
And we talking Belichick.
And this is dropping.
So Belichick gonna wear a sweater, his sweatshirt.
That's right. He's gonna wear 2 sweaters.
So you know he mean business.
Didn't they split regular
He come out there
season?
with a sweatshirt. It's over.
They
They,
split.
they split regular season, but remember, New England beat them in the game where Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
They just ran all down the
I
throat.
don't think he's going to do the same
And New England lost last week too, didn't they?
He's going to have a notepad tonight before their headset come on.
I say Buffalo.
Yeah, I
Let's
think I'm
have to
going
go
to the
Buffalo.
Bills
I'm
at
gonna go with
home.
New England.
I'm going with the Bills at home.
I'm going New England.
I'm going New England too because I'm already last and I'm going against Alfie. So let's go New England.
New England.
Buffalo tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Tomorrow, 1 o'clock game.
Hold on.
Shannon and Sean Solomon will be attending
In the rain.
in the rain.
Actually,
It might be gone by then.
hopefully it's gone, but you know, we've had some offers
Oh,
to buy
I'm
these
ready.
tickets.
I'm
so.
ready for the cold.
Y'all gonna have
Nah,
that
I be
Philly
on that
weather.
bitch.
It's gonna be like wet and
Moist.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the
Girl, I be sitting out there in a poncho because they give them to us for free. Oh, I ain't gonna say that out loud.
If
'cause
it
they'll-
rain out there, they
season holders.
Does that?
everybody will.
When it be raining, they give us ponchos, like free ponchos, whatever. I be something to my go ahead with the soggy hat. I'm gonna get your poncho too.
Tampa Bay.
So
So,
Bucks, the Eagles, that's
I'm
unanimous.
going with the Bucks.
I'll go with the Bucks. Yeah. I can't go against
Oh
Tom.
man, I'm kind of scared, bro.
Can't
but
go against Tom.
I'm gonna go with us.
Have faith. Have faith.
I'm going with us.
It's Tom Brady. Can't
Look,
bet
our
against
Lord
Tom.
and Savior is upon us.
I can't get past it, so I'll just go with them. I picked Cincinnati today.
What you got?
Tomorrow, I got Tampa. You know that. Tomorrow at 4:30, San Francisco at Dallas.
San
San
Francisco.
Fran.
I'm going to say.
Ooh,
Wow,
a lot of people
really?
said
Wow.
San Fran.
Okay, Dallas.
Ah.
Okay.
No, because I was watching ESPN.
Don't explain it. We don't need you to explain it.
I'm a,
I'm going San Fran.
Just
All right,
hold-
so,
For the
you,
upset.
you stay with that.
I like San
I
Fran
like,
too.
time out.
Please
San
do.
Fran pulled through for us because we was
Let's
watching the
go.
game last week in the stadium, stayed after to see San Fran pull off that on the
I
round.
did too. I was hanging
I
out.
was watching a video that they were in the locker room and the coach and Tom and they
was
showed
all
a video
in
of
there.
ball error and interception.
Oh wow!
I like
I-
San Fran for
Yeah,
the upset.
nobody want to see
Wow.
them.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
got
say this right now,
Dallas.
Dak is going to
Yeah.
probably start off hot, but then by third quarter,
But Michael Parsons been playing like
I like
beast
Mike. I
mode.
like Michael Parsons.
And he been doing his thing.
San
know,
Fran
San
all
And
day.
Debo's a
San
beast
Fran.
And I'm gonna go
Debo.
with that. I'm
They played with a
yeah.
different
Oh,
type
I'm going
of-
with experience too. I'm leaning towards because of San Fran experience. They kind of.
Garoppolo.
I'm gonna take San Fran.
I think Zeke's gonna have a big game.
I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Think so?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
You
I'ma
say
just
big
go
game, you
with
mean like
Dallas.
maybe 100 yards rushing?
Not that I want
Yeah.
Dallas to win, just going with Dallas because yeah, they at home. I'm gonna get in the edge. Jerry may pay them extra, little
yeah,
extra.
Them
for
refs,
them to do
you paid the
You know,
refs. There's a
slip them
little
a
check in
couple
there.
of dollars.
Little something for the refs.
Greatest
I
stadium.
gotta stay with San Fran.
So I want San Fran to pull up
I
the
gotta
upset.
say
I do. No lie.
This one's unanimous. Pittsburgh at Kansas City.
Kansas City.
I'm sorry, big man, you gotta go, bro.
He should have been gone already. Big Ben should have been watching the games at home with me this week.
Funeral dirge.
So, what made it official for me with Ben and how old he is, with what we were all looking for
How
last
old?
weekend. No, it's what we were always looking for last weekend with the tie.
Yeah.
We stayed up to like 12:30 in the morning watching that
Hoping for
game,
a
hoping
tie.
for a tie. We was 30 seconds away. And then the next morning on ESPN, they're like, Ben, you know, that could have been your last game. Just getting to the playoffs. Did you watch the Chargers and Raiders? He's like, nah, I went to sleep. I went to bed.
Because how about he had put closure on that.
Yeah, he already
He
lost.
already had the
In his
closure.
mind, he
In
Man,
was
I need to
wrong.
know if I still got a chance to play for a chip.
Why? When you went to Kansas City a couple of weeks ago, they whooped Joe behind. He already knew what
Yeah, they
the
did.
writing was on the wall.
Damn.
Listen.
I don't even know.
He
all
know
It-
he
the
going
laws.
home.
Then the last.
I think Ben was pissed off.
Didn't the
that
last-
Chargers coach called timeout. He was like, "Why y'all just ain't go to the playoffs together?" He banged
Now
up.
I gotta get on a plane.
Yeah, he banged up. Ben really.
done.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
was looking
I
out
throw
the window.
further
I don't even
than
think he
Ben.
really want to play.
He was looking out the window
looked
like,
like
yeah, this
that.
is it, baby.
He
You know
had
that-
already had his
You know that
pride.
reel with the plane? That was him.
I
like,
think
man,
Ben
that-
had
damn,
already
man, I
had
gotta go
his
play
closure
again.
when they had that last Monday night game or whatever.
And Pittsburgh.
And Pittsburgh. Him had
They
his
showed him
family
all the
on there. And they
love.
all walking out together.
Yeah.
You got the photo.
That's very emotional.
Ben was done.
That
Yeah,
take a
it
lot- That take
is.
a lot.
Yeah.
Mentally,
It
to even-
does.
And now you talking about, oh man.
Shoot, I
But
love
how
what y'all
great
love.
is it to say, you know, my last season, my last game, I
But no, I feel you
led
on that. No, I
led
feel
my
you on
team to the chip.
But that's my
Yeah.
point with him though. That's why I said he don't even seem like, because even if it is your last ride, go out
They
with a
don't.
bang.
They look like they going out with a bang already.
Nah, he don't
that
have-
team
he
so
don't have the
banged
Drew
up,
Brees
they
look.
just don't.
Yeah, he just looked like he, you know.
Yeah, he don't have the
He
Drew Brees.
ready.
Like Drew Brees really wanted to kill Tom Brady. They out there at the end of the game. He
got
throwing
his ass.
football.
Got
That was the
his
most
ass.
disrespectful.
He go in the back. I got his ass. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
You
was
seen that?
funny.
But that
Everybody
made me
saw
like,
that.
please bring him back.
Yeah.
And let him be on the show because he told
Yeah.
the truth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, that was a good.
'Cause
Now,
he like Tom is gangster.
and when I tell you that
Shady is
right there,
hilarious.
even confirmed what Solomon had already been saying, like that's not mental health. Like he already, he's my nah. He's smart. He calculated. He knew what time it
he knew
was.
what
so
it was,
that, yeah.
But see,
It
that
was
was
good.
good to hear from somebody
Somebody
that was
in that-
directly
mhm.
plugged in with
Yeah.
him.
But he also recognized the fact, and he kept trying to get everybody on the show to understand. AB still think, no, this my he's still good. No, he said he think he's still AB from Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
and you got that leverage. That's when
Yeah.
it was like, oh, he don't have that leverage anymore. So it was a good show. That was a really good.
But the
episode.
thing about it
That was
is,
really good though.
athletically on the field, he does have that leverage.
Yeah, he do.
But
It's what he's
because
done
you've
off the field.
It's
that's
not
taken
even
away
not just
from
what you've done off the field. It's how you've acted in
Your
your
character.
locker room, your character, how you've done. people didn't know. Like Mike Tomlin, like I can remember clearly how he recorded them in the locker room, and that's when it started really getting like, dang, this fool real crazy. Mike Tomlin had to get at you about having you on live. No, dog, we in the middle of we're in the middle of a speech after a game. What are you doing?
And didn't they lose that game?
No, they
Yeah,
won
they
that
had
game,
won it.
and he was talking noise about the Kansas City team.
Yeah,
That's a sacred place, bro.
and you all on live.
what's in the
So I
locker room
think that
stay in
he
the locker
doesn't
room.
have that leverage anymore. But good. Anywho,
Y'all think he getting back in? Somebody gonna pick him up?
Yup, Dallas.
somebody who want to pay him and just want.
Dallas.
But the thing about it is that there's nobody that's going to give him the kind of money that he think he's going to
be
get
on a prove-it deal for the rest of
his career. Yep.
He's going to Canada.
No, he going to Dallas, bro. That's the only person I see that
You
does
got a
not
point,
care.
though,
Jerry don't
will
care.
make that
He
move.
will.
But the
bring
thing
in,
about it, how you talked about your coaches and white man this and that,
they already know that.
that's the part that's gonna get you. Because when you said white man don't care, then you start act like you had some sense and be like, what I was saying, like it's gonna be.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Jerry Jones.
But anyway, go ahead.
He with
Let's
that
get
stuff.
through these picks. We could talk about him.
Oh, we
for
got a
whole
Monday
nother
night
segment.
playoff game again?
Monday night playoff game.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
I like this
don't
extra.
that. I don't.
This extra.
I think that I'm glad we did not get this pick, get stuck in that slot.
We almost did.
No, we
That
did
was
because we was auditioning and we failed that audition. I was telling the people, I'm like, y'all, this my, I hope we won't get that Monday night game. I said, no, we auditioning right now with this Carolina, and the way we look, we ain't getting nobody game.
No,
We
that
just gonna
was
be early or either
Yeah.
late on Saturday, one of the two. Which one
That's
you
true.
want?
That
We
is
looked
true.
horrible.
We
That
did
was,
look
that
bad.
was a terrible game.
Huh? We are now. We came on it towards the end and make it look like something. But the first half of that game, I told them at halftime somebody need to show time them what the scores is of these other games because we was playing like we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Between lack of
Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed this, and not to get off subject, we got to go back to some more picks. But did you see that when they got done with this game, who was the first person off the field?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
I took his picture when
Yeah,
he
he
ran
ran
past us.
straight over
I
there
took
to
his
y'all.
picture. He was
straight over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
he
it
knew he
for
was
him.
done. He's done.
That's it for him.
That's it. I took a picture and I was gonna post and say this Cam Newton last game
Yeah.
because it really was like he looked to me. I think for
He
me,
looks like a
he
defeated
just
person.
looked. Yeah, he is not. He's a shell of himself. Them injuries have taken a toll, and he doesn't move as fast. Like because now everybody who used to outrun can catch you now.
Yeah.
So and you got younger boys. You have those Devin Whites coming at you. You have these younger
running.
boys that's
Yeah.
running at you. Yeah, so you
They
get a
running
Michael
foes
Parsons
on the
run
line.
if you want to.
know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Coming off that line, they run.
4, 5,
so
6.
yeah, that was it for him.
All right, real quick, since you mentioned Cam, before we make this last pick, and I was talking about GOATs earlier, the GOAT of running quarterbacks.
I say Michael Vick.
I'd say Michael
Yeah.
Vick, but man,
Lamar.
Has Lamar made us
Lamar is
Lamar
real,
is close.
real close.
Lamar,
I would say Lamar he's there, but what has he done yet?
He can't stay healthy. And honestly, their backup quarterback is like Lamar
Yeah.
2.0.
Low-key.
Yeah, and he's a
I'm
little,
gonna
yeah,
be
he's a
honest
little more
with you.
accurate.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen,
But Lamar does
Josh
have
Allen
a cannon on.
stay
Yeah.
healthy.
I mean, we forgetting about the OGs though. What about like Randall Cunningham?
Oh, Randall was the greatest of
Randall
all time.
was nice.
You,
No,
you got to put Randall in.
No,
in
he
a,
was the father of it. I guess he kind of introduced us to it.
he
He
is-
is
that's
the
what I'm saying.
granddaddy of it.
But
he
Michael
is
Vick, to
nice.
me,
started
yeah.
that
Yeah.
running shit. That's
He did.
Randall. What
To
Randall
me, it was
Yeah.
Michael. Michael was the one
I
that.
think
Michael
was the
took
one,
it and
and he tweaked it and ran with
Michael
it.
Vick did something with that no one else will
So
ever
running
do.
quarterback,
Absolutely.
And he got his prime
Until he
stolen
come
from
to
him,
play
too.
us.
Mike,
He never had a get off game with us.
No Steve Youngs.
No.
Steve
If you
Young
don't
now.
get outta here.
Steve Young could run though.
I be hating
could
when I
run,
was talking
but
about
he
he could run,
wasn't
but he
a-
white man fast. Stop playing.
He's stiff when he runs.
Stop
but
playing
he
with
wasn't
me.
scared though.
Yeah.
He kind of remind me of Heineke. He
Ain't no
wasn't scared
soul
to
in
take
that
off.
run.
No, the only white dude I respect out here that's that quick is Christian McCaffrey. Like I have to, I don't care
McCaffrey
who you want to
That-
put
that-
on
he
him.
did scary.
Christian
He
McCaffrey,
looked scary.
he got that deal.
Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup is elusive.
I feel
He's
like
more elusive. I think he
Cup
has
is
the
Cup
cut.
is
Small
Not
and
fast.
Yeah.
so he's small and you lose him.
He's quick.
I
I
think
wouldn't
he's
say
quick.
he's. If you was, I put it like this, if you was to line him up with Christian McCaffrey,
Christian has to
McCaffrey's
smoke
gonna
him. That's how I look at that.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty say he can, but I don't.
Scotty say he's the fastest player in the
know.
league.
Listen, Scotty is.
When Scotty
Scotty
Johnson-
ain't got
I
enough
see
tape.
him. I could say he's fast, but when he said that, I think he kind of lost
Wait,
himself.
you don't
right
think
there.
he's faster than Tyreek?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I would want to see them line up though.
That's what I'm saying. If he is, he is. But I gotta see it happen.
Here's what I want to see, and what I don't think we do enough. We don't use him enough.
Yeah. But he's
a secret.
But
weapon.
you gotta. But the thing.
But look how many people. Look who you got
how
over
many
there.
times he drops the ball?
Oh yeah.
Hit him.
Yeah, that's true.
And Solomon caught one. Okay, so the Carolina was throwing out their gloves and stuff. So Solomon acting like a groupie. He knew that lady wanted that glove. He gonna snatch it out. Like
I didn't snatch it. That glove hit the ground. I picked it up off the ground.
He knew
gave it to
the
him?
man was trying to throw. He did.
it.
So the glove, Solomon, whoever
I don't even know whose glove it
whoever
was.
glove it was like a 4X.
Listen, when I throw t-shirts,
That glove
out
is
and
so
somebody
big.
just- I tell a girl, yeah, here you go, for you, baby.
Right.
Somebody get it.
I
That's
need
it.
them glasses.
Oh, that's a wrap.
I need the glasses.
Unless they come back tomorrow, it's a wrap on them.
They had them last weekend. And yes,
Yeah, they did. In our section, got 'em.
Our section. Whoever come
Over in
to us
that corner,
fourth quarter,
102?
whoever
Somebody
come
had 'em?
fourth quarter, he
Yeah,
had two
pass 'em up.
bells.
No more.
Oh, okay.
I know.
But anyway, yeah, look, Alfie said, let's pick this last game.
Yeah.
The week before Christmas, I was giving them away like they was every little kid I seen.
Nah, you come across them, I need some. I need a pass.
Cause y'all in the whatchamacallit.
And our visitors corner. Yeah, but the people who come to us fourth quarter, I really like them, and the people that be in the second quarter. It's the first quarter people, I be like, you suck. They don't throw much in that.
Y'all right, but see, y'all mostly get handled from the bottom up too.
Don't y'all get stuff in the mail too?
They don't
No,
mail
only with the
them
season
when the
tickets
season
package,
open
that's
up.
it.
And they only send us one because we have a set of season tickets.
Y'all got one playoff ticket.
No, we got
playoff
two playoff tickets, but like when they send you a package for like thank you for being season ticket holders, you only get one. So something to
What she was saying about this glove, though, I can't see how NFL running backs, tight ends, receivers drop anything. If you do this to them, your hand does not slide off the glove. There's so much tack to it.
It's they sticky. They feel.
I mean, if it's like
not
if you put your hand on this
necessarily
table,
stick,
you have to use force to lift your hand up. It sticks to
it
it.
sticks. It's not like
it's not
a substance. It's a Nike glove. It's the
like,
whatever
man,
the
the
material
ball
they
hits your
make
glove,
with
it
it.
sticks to it.
They got different kind of gloves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I said it depends on what type of glove it is.
Okay.
Cause they can't use stick 'em no more.
It's not.
Nah, it wasn't no stick 'em. It was just attached.
But it is
glove.
some gloves. Like I know Tyreek Hill's gloves, grip boots. Now theirs are like definitely like that. You boom, you probably pick up this whole thing.
Yeah, because they have that whatever that little shiny glove material. It sticks on whatever. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Cause
All right.
All right, so Monday night,
when we was on the field,
Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams.
This is a tough
one.
But I'm gonna take Cardinals.
Cardinals are a better road team than they are a home team, so I'm taking the Cardinals.
I'm taking Cardinals. I don't trust my.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Well,
go with
you
the
heard
Rams
what- did
because
you hear
Matt
his wife?
Stafford said he.
So Matthew Stafford's wife, she is begging Rams fans to show up to the game and not sell their tickets because she felt last week against the 49ers
That's what happened.
that Stafford had to use a silent count at home and Jimmy Garoppolo didn't have to use a silent count.
That's wild.
What in the world?
Because there are more 49er fans there.
There was more 49ers
Oh wow.
fans. I don't trust Matt Stafford. I respect.
I don't because my thing
talent-wise,
is he
I
has
just don't trust
he
him.
hasn't been past this goal
This-
but he ain't had a team either.
Yeah, Megatron.
So he
I
used-
think
he used
that
the silent
loss
count.
last week put something on his
Yeah, they used a
face. So
silent
I
count
think he's
because
gonna
the
take
49ers fans were making so much noise.
But in his, see, yeah, he got a
Man,
team
if we
now.
keep-
Speaking of, I'm ready for Philly fan tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think I might get in a fight
Here's
tomorrow.
More break. Yeah, you probably will this particular game.
I think I want to get in a fight tomorrow.
Shannon. Hey,
Shannon's like, wait, I can't get in no fight. You can't get in.
Trying to fight a
Wait.
Buck fan. though.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know what fan she was.
This
She
game
was
gonna be
just
interesting.
She was just
slick.
there.
She was there.
Be good tomorrow.
Look,
It's gonna
how
be
about
a
it's so
weather
funny
game.
that the neighbors said the people who sit in the other seats talking about so you sent baby girl the other week against the Bills. He's talking about something because baby, he's talking about something they wouldn't have been able to hold you. I said, what you mean?
that
He talk
Bills
about
game
they was. They
No,
said the
so
Bills game
our
was
daughter
in
went
there.
to the Bills game because it was her birthday.
Yeah.
So we had these two Bills fans sitting next to us, husband and wife. Now, dude came out, and he was from the jump, just blah, blah, blah. F the Bucks, this and that. We about to take this shit over, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just looking at him,
Only
right?
them two?
Right. So I'm just looking at him like I ain't got nothing to say until the game start. you know, things start going on. We
The wife
take over
start
first.
getting slick.
So we start taking little jabs at him like, well, I mean, if Tom can't throw the ball, all we're going to do is run it down your throat like New England did and what have you. The wife's like, you guys are the worst fans ever. I mean, you guys don't treat visiting fans. What? I'm like, what the stadium do you think you in? I'm like,
But
ma'am,
Jaden
don't.
said
I
the
said,
lady
ma'am,
had
don't
done
take
said,
it.
F the Bucks fan or something. Jaden said the lady was cussing like she was.
I
Getting
said, ma'am,
mad.
don't take none of this personal. I mean, it's just going back and forth. Yeah, but y'all are bringing up what happened 2 weeks ago and last week. That has nothing to do with this game.
No, it's the
I
same week, man. That was Monday, and this the that was
This
Monday.
is Sunday.
So-
It's still the same
So
week.
that's how I
So
be
another
talking to
Bills
people.
fan came from down at the top, and he just started going, and he was like, "Bro, I just got to give you mad props because I hit him with one line, and that was it because they had just lost to New England Monday night." I said, "How's it feel to lose to Brady and Belichick in the same week?" And he was like, "Bro, you got me. I got to go back."
I can't even say that.
But like for the most part, like you have fans like in that section that we're sitting in, it's usually pretty good. You know, you come across one. I promise you, I still ain't met better fans than Dallas. Saints.
Saints
I hate
fans.
Saints fans. Saints fans
But
are the worst.
there was nowhere to be found in last game.
Yes, they
And
was.
No, they
it's
weren't.
Crazy. No, it wasn't
Oh.
nowhere.
It was just that one dude that you talking about. That was it.
It was nowhere.
But
near
usually they
last
pack the
Yeah, they
stadium.
usually be packed. Because then one year we beat them on New Year's night, New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve fell on a Sunday, and we beat them. And this lady was all in front. I said, "Oh, Auntie, what you got to say?" Like I talks to you like that. I'm gonna call you all out
That must
tonight.
have been a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was back with Jameis.
It was back when Jameis.
Yeah, Jameis was
On
back
the
up.
New
We
Year's.
seen a win from that place.
Yeah, not against them.
against
They
them.
own us. They like our daddies.
So everybody with Arizona or
I'm going with the Rams. I'm gonna go with the
I would
Rams.
go
I'm going
Arizona.
outside. Serge, go ahead and go with Arizona. Y'all
I'ma go
know
with
I'm good
Arizona
for the-
because-
I'm good with the lone wolf.
Yeah, let's go.
you going with the Rams?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
It's gonna be on Matt Stafford.
Yeah, it is.
gonna throw these
Because
balls.
this
He
the
gonna
thing
throw
about
these
it is
two
that and part of me if they lose, like I don't feel bad like I care. I don't really care. I have nothing vested. But the thing about it is that look what you went out and got for him.
Oh, I know.
You got a defense for him. You added some pieces. You got him some offensive weapons because you went and got your boy, OBJ. Like you got all these different pieces for him, and let's see what happens.
He injury prone, so he pretty much damaged.
He been,
Yeah.
he's
But
been
he's
complimenting
yeah,
him,
he's
so I would
been.
say that.
What are they gonna
Which
do
is good
next
to
year?
see.
Is he
Before,
on 1 year
before we
deal?
get out of here, I want to ask you because you're the Dolphins fan in the group.
Oh,
Brian
man.
Flores.
Oh no,
That was messed up.
I seen that coming though.
But why?
Because just the organization itself.
So
I don't like
Yeah.
Ross. I don't.
I've
Just-
heard
it's
that
too much
it's that the
dysfunction.
owner has a thing for Tua and Brian Flores.
That's
didn't
what
want
the
Tua.
report. So but see, here's my thing. Of course, when coach get fired, now you got all these different reports coming out about Flores and the relationship with Tua. So I don't really know the validity of it. Now I know you can see Brian Flores is a tough coach. He is
Yeah,
not
but
with the
he's gonna
BS.
be on somebody else's roster. Like he's coaching.
They're
he
saying
ain't
right
missing
now
no
he's gonna
seat.
be on what's the name? He's a favorite, I should say,
For Chicago?
Houston. No, for
Oh,
Houston because he
Okay.
wants Deshaun
relationship,
Watson.
yeah.
Okay. I can see that. Like my thing was, I thought he did a good job with what
I
he
thought he
had
did.
because he had a ton of injuries and to work through and then to run on this winning streak, like rattle that off. Like that was amazing.
I personally thought that Chris Greer would have got fired, but until when I started seeing the reports about how apparently he stopped talking to the staff during Thanksgiving, all this crazy stuff, and I'm
What?
like, okay, but you have a winning streak going. So how you got a winning streak if you're not
talking to somebody.
So
okay.
I would have thought Chris Greer would have got fired. In my
See,
opinion.
what I was laughing about with the Dolphins, it was like they were the actual organization was mimicking that show Ballers.
Man, okay.
It looked like they were operating just like they did on Ballers.
yeah.
I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
weird, but it sucks though.
No,
Nah, it's done.
That's done.
They moved that to LA, and then it's
that was
Ohio State shut them down.
they're supposed to go to Las Vegas. That's what happened, and they got done.
I didn't watch the last episode. So.
I didn't watch the last season, but anyhow, all right, that wraps it up.
So, any thoughts going into the next week until we come back and get back on the air again?
Hey, wait, did we not
Right.
talk about Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet?
Oh, we didn't, but we could talk
We'll
about.
talk about that next week. I
Yeah,
guess.
we can because I need to see some. I need to watch the story on this YouTube channel I be watching to see what happened.
You think? Man, she's aged so much, though. I mean,
But she
badly,
hasn't
though.
changed, She hasn't changed.
I think it's just the aura.
just think y'all
Yup.
just like
She
her
got
like
that energy.
Yeah, it's the energy. But I mean, you can see she's
She like,
aged.
she like a fine wine, man.
I don't know about her, but her husband, Jason
I knew that was
Moore.
gonna come out.
Yeah. Hey, I knew that was gonna come out with y'all acting like y'all Google it out and y'all
Oh, you
thought I
mean
wasn't
about,
gonna say nothing about her husband.
Megan? Oh,
Megan.
Lord have mercy.
Oh goodness, we can go on and on. Did y'all
First
see
lady.
Loren? Did y'all see Lorenz Tate post this week? Just aging like fine wine too. Oh, I be
Hey,
following
that
him
dude's
too.
actually a vampire, man. I'm here to
He
believe
still
that.
look like he old dog. Like
You
he
mean
still
Tariq
look young.
Professor?
Yeah, Professor
Tariq
Tate.
Professor.
Professor Tate.
And he, but
You
he,
mean-
he,
You
But I
mean
tell you,
governor?
now, I'll be honest. That cast.
but he the damn. Wait a minute. Now he was
I'm lost.
Professor Tate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Professor
now
Tate.
he's working at the college.
Doing what?
I haven't seen it.
He's a professor.
I'm so sorry.
Sleeping.
We don't got
I
time to
gotta
be
go back
rapping
and
his.
start watching this 'cause I ain't
You gotta watch it. I don't know why you sleeping on the new joints. The
I'm
new
sleeping.
joint's official.
I'm sleeping on it.
I don't know why. I just.
Hey, but I got out. You up to date on the new
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
I dropped something. I think it's gonna come out to be legit.
What's that? What you dropped?
Your boy, trying to get back with Mary. I think that's Effie's dad.
So he got a son and a
But he
daughter.
already-
But I hate that he's
Yeah.
Zeke dad because Zeke's so dumb. Like
that would be a twist.
Because remember, she always got a plug, and you don't know who the plug is.
You never know. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's him. I think that's his daughter.
Now y'all finna make. I stopped watching it after the third episode. Now I gotta go back watch from their first season now to watch the second season. So man,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
tripping.
It gets good after a while.
Alright.
It took a little bit to build up.
I thought they just stopped it and then.
No, this is the second season.
Oh, this is second.
yeah, it's second
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, 'cause
I thought
I
they
didn't
put
watch. I
mid-season
watched
pause on
3
it.
episodes, and then I fell off on it.
Yeah, you way
Then
off.
BMF came on.
Yeah.
I watched 2 episodes, and then I
That
fell
was-
off. So now I got to go back.
Right, but when you gonna fall back on? Like you was just off
You're gonna
all
have to
the
take
way.
like a vacation from work and just do nothing but
Yeah.
binge watch.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all to catch the show Abbott Elementary on ABC.
Oh, that's sort of like it's
It
kinda like,
is hilarious.
It's kind of like if you took what's that show that the mom and pops watches? It's at 5:00 on Monday through Friday. The one with Ed O'Neill.
Married with children.
No.
Oh no, the
Modern Family.
It's like
Modern
Modern Family,
But
to
it's for school and it's hilarious. So check out Abbott
I'm gonna check
Elementary.
that
That's
out.
one of the shows I've been catching up on. I think they're only like episode 3 or 4. I had my sister who was a school teacher watch it, and her friends.
She's probably like, yo.
They were dying, but it's a funny show. Y'all should
Grand
catch
Crew.
it. Grand Crew is Solomon's thing. They're a little
I
watered
don't know. I
down.
haven't watched it, but it looks good.
It's a little cornball. You gonna
It's
like
nerdy-ish.
it. You gonna like it. You gonna like it. And Serge gonna like it because he a little nerdy too. But he be trying like he not.
I'm a yeah, but I got one.
So definitely catch that out. But anyhow, that'll be it for today.
Wrapping it up for episode 31.
Gosh,
The Antoine
31.
Winfield episode.
Oh yeah, junior.
Junior.
Hopefully he do
Yeah,
his thing tomorrow.
he's a junior.
Happy belated birthday, Shannon.
Thank you, and thank you for my cake, Alfie.
For real.
Alfie's the sweetest. That was so nice. He got me a little wine, a little cake, like all the things ladies like, little strawberries stuff. Solomon might.
So, ladies, if he do that for a married woman, what would he do for you?
Exactly.
And I'm just his
She doing that
friend.
for a married woman.
And it
What would
was
he do
super
for you?
Sweet. So,
Gina?
yeah.
Gina.
Oh my gosh! Don't be calling my friend out, yeah.
Those strawberries you can use.
You see all that icing on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I see. She said something like, hey,
Hey,
make a little
Gina.
Lil Wayne. Look, let me look. I can't even get in the same. We might have to get this because we gonna try and swap some children. So we gonna have to. Yeah, ain't nothing happening today. Ain't no magic happening at our house tonight.
Damn, Gina.
Ain't nothing going down at the house tonight.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I mean, I did pay the mortgage, and we can't lock the doors.
Yeah, but you know your baby be at the door. Daddy, you see my feet under the door? Daddy, why is your door locked, Daddy? Mom, Daddy locked this door. You don't lock mommy room.
I know y'all see my hand under the door.
That's what she said. So it ain't none of that. It could be like 2 o'clock in the morning. Somebody, why your door locked?
Hey, Rob, she said that. I know y'all see my hand on the door. I got up and opened the door. She laid there with her head on the floor like y'all see it.
Listen, ain't nothing worse than seeing an eye You know what I mean? I was just thinking about my son one time, man. You know, we try to get a little busy, you know what I'm saying? And the door's up a little higher than they supposed to. Right?
Oh my God.
And he looking, I see an eye.
Oh
Hey,
my
why I
God.
just see your feet moving?
Ah!
What's going on in here?
Watch your feet moving.
Why mommy crying? She ain't crying. She not ain't nothing wrong with it. She ain't hurt.
It's tears of joy.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
see, with us having a 2-story house, we hear it coming out of the room. Boom, boom, boom,
Because
boom,
her
boom.
feet come across the floor.
Oh, here she
Like,
come.
all right.
Damn.
And then she be like, Daddy, you need to sleep in pajamas. When I come in, your shirt off. Like, yeah.
Put your shirt on, Dad.
Shirt up, Daddy.
Hey, mind your business. Your mama like it.
Just imagine you go from being able to sleep in the new, like, because you get the skin and skin on them sheets. The sheets just feel so good. You jump in, baby, like, ooh. Now you have to come to bed with fully clothed pajamas. You know, times have changed. Yes.
No, because you got a 4-year-old you'll put in bed at 10 o'clock and she'll be in her own bed until about 2 in the morning and
Yeah.
come and climb in your bed
Yeah.
while you dead sleep. You wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, what the hell are you doing in here?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just let her stay.
Look,
Because if you don't, you up all night.
Or either you gonna go sleep in her room and that kid memory foam is not the action, is not the
same-
move.
not the
No,
same as the regular
no.
foam.
Her she got a trundle bed that sleeps magical. I slept on it this week. It was good.
I'm trying to get a hotel room there at the stadium, man. You don't have to worry about that.
No, we on a budget. We can't do that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for his, hers, and ours this week. I am your co-host Shannon Royal Davis Wood.
Solomon Davis.
Hey, we out. See you next week.